Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Here we go. Hi. Good morning, everybody, or happy time zone, wherever you happen to be this fine day. We're here. It's Saturday. I really missed not streaming for you guys on Thursday, but boy howdy, I was tired as fuck. New full-time job is killing me. It's great. I like money, you know. That's my friend! It's my friend! Hey, Bobo Boy, how you doing? Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out in the starting screen chat. That always feels good to know that at least somebody will show up. New mic today. Y'all can't see it, but it is, clipped to my chest in a Twitch-friendly way, I swear. It just looks silly, and I'm gonna have to adjust it a bit. But let me know how it sounds, if I'm too loud, anything like that, because I'm probably gonna have to move it around a little bit. But we'll see. And no hydration crimes today. We are stocked up on water. And we've got a teeny friend. This is made by my friend, Queen Suzanne. Oh, it's pretty loud. Alright. Here, let's fuck with it a little, shall we? What about here? That better? Alright. I mean, the problem is I'm a loud person, so I have to make the mic, way more chill, because I'm not chill, so, but I'm trying this out, because I thought it might be a little clearer. I don't have the money to buy a fancy stream mic yet, even though I want to. It's in my goals. If you want to help with that, I do have a Ko-Fi, which I don't like to plug too often, but, there it is. But I am a naturally loud person, so I need to turn the mic down, so do let me know if I am too loud and blowing your eardrums out. I even have a loud command literally in my title for a reason. It is there. Just hearing, not a thing. Not a thing. But yeah, we have Tiny Friend this morning, made by Queen Suzanne, and I like him. He's a good friend. And we're gonna be playing some heckin' Stardew Valley. And maybe some Minecraft if I'm feeling like it. Because I didn't stream on Thursday, I'm actually inclined to feel like streaming longer. Not because I feel like I have to, but because I kind of want to. So we might do it. Fruit potato, hola gorgeous. Uno reverse card on you, friend. How you doing today? Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by to stream. Let me make sure. It looks like things are okay. We're vibing. We got the shit. All right. I don't think there's any major housekeeping things. Emotes are underway. Or wait, they will be shortly. I reverse you on a reverse card. That's against the rules. So many edible friends. It's true. I tend to attract the food people. Remember, last time we had the snack versus snack debate. This was snack versus snack. You can be one snack, but you cannot be both snacks. I mean, you can, but I don't recommend it. So... I don't think there's a ton of major housekeeping-y things to do. You are a snack, Bulba Boy. I support and appreciate you. Let's see. I don't even have any major notes. So yeah, I think we're just gonna, Wheat Thins! As somebody who really likes Wheat Thins, there is something great. I'm a snack. Alright, let's unmute some Stardew, and we're gonna raise that just a teeny bit. And let's go over here. Hey! Alright, it'll take a minute for the thing in the corner to go away, and that's fine, and we're gonna go over here. Alright, I think we are good to go. Make sure that my volume's good. Make sure y'all's volume is okay. Let's find out. Hopefully I didn't fuck anything up by changing things. Let me know if y'all can hear, what? Well, I mean, I guess there isn't any Stardew music right now. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm hearing stuff. Let me know if, y'all can hear things. Whoa! I may have made it a little too loud. Down you go, friend. There you go. Yes, we're returning to the Joja Berry Farm. Alright, volume good? Excellent. Love to hear it. I'm going to turn it down a small bit on my end. There we go. But we're in summer now, which is some of my favorite music in this game. Absolutely delightful. Yeah. So, today has been eventful already for me so far. My dog decided to choose chaos this morning. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I did post her completely unsorry face. Netherlad, thank you for hanging out, friend. Good to see ya. How was the rest of your stream? I hope you made some good plans for your tabletop shenanigans. By the way, if you are not following Netherlad, you should, because Netherlad is a delightful bean, and they're going to be doing their cool VTuber debut soon, and, you know, not to brag or nothing, but I made their overlays, and I think they came out pretty cool, but it only helps if the person who is using them is also cool, so, you know. Well, it might have some ideas on what might happen next. Excellent. I love it. Alright. Oh no, I didn't update my timer. Oh, fine. We're gonna take 2 seconds. Hold on, Chad. We're gonna do this together. It'll be great. Grab this, and that link isn't correct. So we're gonna do, where is it? This one. Yeah. I didn't want to have to keep bombarding y'all with the retweet reminders, but I thought having a timer might be helpful. We'll see if it comes up too often. If it comes up too often, I will tell it to shush. You are quite welcome, Nether. I only say that about people I genuinely like and support. I generally do not shout people out unless I have been on your stream or know you decently as a person, at least in a internet space. Which, you know, parasocial relationships, you gotta be kind of careful, but generally feel like there's some good folks hanging around this chat. But I do recommend Nether for the good variety Nintendo game style content and also some fun TTRPGs, including a Zelda TTRPG, which is cool as shit, by the way. I hung out on that for a little while, I think a week ago at this point, and it was very cool. I would play in a Zelda TTRPG, because that sounds awesome. Yeah, you didn't know the feeling. It's definitely weird. You know, you wanna, it's a fine line to try and figure out what's friendly and what's overly friendly, but, you know, always a fine line. I am personally very pleased with Hyrule Chronicles, as you should be. I think it's a very cool concept. It is heckin' delightful. Yeah, I mean, it is just fun to play with. I don't know too much about it, Nether, but would you allow someone to play, like, a monster in the Zelda universe? Because that'd be really fun to play, like, a reformed bokoblin or something. Along the lines of, like, kobolds, you know? In traditional D&D. It'd be fun. I mean, you don't have to. I just was curious. That just occurred to me. There we go. Pet all the chickies. Here you go, chicks. And open the gate. Alright. So, I have no notes for today, which is both good and bad. Deku scrubs his NPCs! I love it! That's so cute. Yes, we do not have any particular plans today. We are only going to make money. That's literally all that's on my post-it note. We're gonna make money. So, oh, we got a bee house. That's good. We can make more bee house. Ooh, no, Lozolfos is a shopkeeper. I love it. I love Lozolfos. They're really cool looking. No! The heckin' crow took my sunflower. Fucking personal now. He's a Hylian, wink. Yeah, I could see it. I could see where that's going. Well, that clearly tells us that we need to make another scarecrow because they're going to eat my flowers, which is very rude, and I'm not a fan. All right, protector of the bee houses. There you go, buddy. It's not the most ideal. Probably I'll space this out some more whenever I am able to upgrade this in order to clear the stump, but for now, it'll do. Dink. There we go. Right, so we actually do have enough money to get the minecarts today, so that's going to be our first order of business, which is going to make us really poor, and then we're going to try and make ourselves rich again. So I think that will be our immediate plans. Drop that. Okay. Did I look at the fortune teller? Well, I don't need to. Neutral today, right. Nothing exciting then. Right, let us go tell Morris what we really think of him. Which, you know. This is labeled as a mature stream for a reason, but I am not sure how much mature lets me get away with when it comes to my specific opinions of Morris. So we'll find out. Okay, anything interesting coming up? Oh, Gus's birthday. We should be nice to Gus. We're kind of ruining local business by supporting Joja, so we should at least be nice to Gus on his birthday. You know, chat? Is it just me assuaging my capitalist guilt? Probably. But you know, yes, I want to take a look because we're going to get the minecarts. Hooray! Excellent, we'll get our workers on it tonight. It should be ready for you by tomorrow. Thanks, buddy. Well, first, I'm really sad that we're this poor, but second, I'm a little mad that he uses, the, happy, unique sound music. Normally, that particular sound effect only plays, for very specific NPCs that you can encounter in this game. I'm a little mad they gave it to Morris, this cuckhead. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Let's figure out how we're gonna make money today. It's the same thing we do every day, Pinky. Figure out how to make more money. First, we're gonna rummage in the trash. And per my unfortunate Joja rules, we must consume the Joja Cola. It is our lifeblood now, and we must consume it. I'm not happy about it, but we must. We live on a monster farm, and we consume Joja Cola to remind us of our true self. Them's the breaks. Might be a fishing day. Fishing is just the fastest way to get money. There's a bunch of other ways to get money, but it'll take a while for our summer crops to be ready, and fishing is just faster. So we might do that. Alright. So we're gonna drop off a bunch of stuff. We'll drop those off. And we're gonna drop our tools off that we're not gonna use. Well, no. I'm just gonna waffle, and it's fine. Alright. You only have a bamboo pole. Might be worth investing in an upgrade once we have some money again. Alright. I should keep a running list of exactly how many, of how much the rest of the upgrades are going to cost, so that way I can keep in mind how much I need to save and stuff, but that would require planning, and I'm not very good at that, says the person planning to do a completionist run of Stardew, and they're going to have to keep track of all the achievements. It's going to go great. We're gonna have a great time. I will not see a single problem ever, and I'm the best. That's exactly what we're gonna call it, and yeah. You can do it, thank you, Nether. I appreciate that. As we were discussing previously, organization is something I love to do, but often don't have the spoons to do it. Sucks to suck, I guess. But yes, thank you for the good luck. I will probably need it, and that's okay. Alright. We're gonna go to the ocean to go fishing. 1, because it's pretty, and 2, because I think you do consistently get better money out of the ocean fish. Caroline, wait! Yes, I know, I think you're worrying too much about Abigail, but that's not the point. Ow, fudge, I should have brought her a sweet pea. Maybe I'll get lucky and find one over here. The reason I am attempting to befriend Caroline just a small bit, by the way, chat, is because she lets you have access to tea. She teaches you how to grow your own tea plants, which I want tea. Is it important for this run? Not particularly, but it's fun, and I like tea. I'm a big tea person in real life, so tea. Not seeing any forageables. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. I might need to sneeze, and y'all don't need to perceive me sneezing. Or my nose is just gonna torture me. If I sneeze directly into this microphone that is now much louder, I am very sorry, chat. Please know I tried to mute in time, and that's all I have. A clam! Praise be to the clams, as Wizard would say. Alright. Oh, I can't reach that, and that makes me sad. Wait, maybe I can't. Let's go see if we can get some bubbles. Hope you're doing well today, chat. I hope you're having a pleasant weekend if you're in the United States. Please celebrate responsibly and do not set fire to anything. I know fireworks are fun and all, but 1, they scare my dog, so kind of fuck you, But 2, if you are going to set off fireworks, please do so responsibly and don't be rude to your neighbors. That'd be great. Right. Fishing it is. No. We're going to actually cast to the... Oh my god. We're actually going to hit the... Okay. Yeah, celebrate responsibly. And if you're not doing anything for the 4th, which I'm not, technically, other than keeping my dog company from the scary sky explosions, let me know what you're up to this weekend, if anything. For me, I'm just gonna be chilling because new job, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, has been stressing me out. Like, it's good, and I like it, and I have good coworkers, but I still get anxious, and I have a lot of, like, holdover trauma from bad past job, that I'm unlearning with this job, thankfully. But, you know, it's still a lot. It'll take me a while to get used to. Which, incidentally, might lead to some stream schedule changes, but I will always be posting those on Twitter and on my Twitch schedule, which can be found below the player, if you're interested. But yeah, I hope y'all are doing well. Alright. Basically, all we're doing here is just getting as many fish as possible because I took a perk that makes fish sell for more. So we are going to just sell a bunch of fish and hopefully regain some of our wealth. That's essentially all this run is. I am genuinely curious how long it's going to take me to finish all the bundles, and if we'll actually finish. But I'm desperately curious to see the ending of this. Like, I've seen it at least once. It is not unspoiled to me, but I think it'll be fun to share together. I mean, the whole tagline of this is "I'm doing it so you don't have to." So. That's part of the fun. So many tuna fish. Ooh, a diamond. Excellent. And a small glow ring. Love that. I already have stuff, so I don't need that anymore. But it is a nice pickup. Alright. Just gonna keep fishing until our inventory's full. Yoink. Ooh, a super cucumber. We are definitely going to be selling that. That is a good sell item. I mean, I'd like to keep fishing as long as these bubbles last, actually. If they're going to keep going this long. I was expecting them to have run out at least a few minutes ago, so that's really neat. Let's get rid of this trash first. Okay. Wait a minute. That disc said something that I wasn't expecting. We're going to have to go back to that. Oh boy, more seaweed. It's not that I'm not a fan of seaweed, but in this game, not ideal. Okay, copper. Yes, I want copper over a single piece of bait. The seaweed can be useful at least to refuel on energy, so we're gonna snack on that like the gremlin we are. And we're not gonna keep trash this time. Trash isn't terrible in this game once you get a recycling machine because it can turn into some useful stuff, but I'm not that stoked about it. Right. Yes, I'm starting to feel exhausted. Okay, fine. I'm taking the seaweed as a sign that we're gonna eat some snacks. Y'all a fan of nori snacks, chat? The dried seaweed Japanese-style snack? I haven't had it enough to really have a strong opinion, but I don't remember being a huge fan. I think it was mostly the texture of it when you chewed on it for a little while. Got a little slimy in the mouth. But I like nori on sushi, so, you know, what can you do? Right. Yoink! Ah, a CD. How delightful. A Joja Net 2.0 trial CD. They must have made a billion of these things. Ooh, man, that's a shout out. Shout out to the folks who remember AOL.com. Right, we are going to trade out the broken CD for that, and we're going to take the rest of this. Wow, these bubbles are going on forever, which I am a fan of. Ugh, that is a way better weapon than what we have now. I don't want to get rid of this mallet, because I actually have enjoyed using it. Scheisse. Okay, fine. I can get fiber pretty easily, but we're going to keep that cool sword. That is a very good sword. I was enjoying using the club. I wouldn't mind using a better one in the future. But that sword is a big damage boost. Okay, alright. The bubbles are gone, and it is 8:50, so I think that's the universe telling us that's enough. So yeah, this is great. So we got... Here, let's put these side by side so we can compare on the way. One of the joys playing on PC. Right, so we've got... So this is our original wooden mallet. Definitely not a bad weapon. I've enjoyed using it. 15 to 24 damage, plus 2 speed, and plus 3 weight, which gives you a chance to knock back enemies. Neptune's Glaive is a level 5 sword, an heirloom from beyond the Jin Sea. 18 to 35 damage, minus 1 speed, but plus 2 defense and plus 4 weight. So lots of knockback, some more defense, and just a little bit slower, and a lot more damage. So yeah, I think we're definitely going to be using that. I am excited for it. Woohoo! That was a good pickup. And we made some decent money today, chat. Do I need a super cucumber? No, I think it's fine to sell all this stuff, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep the diamonds. Diamonds are just too useful. We're gonna sell a couple of those. Keep those, sell those. Sell the jade. Sell the clam. Actually, there's some crafting recipes I wanted to keep for clams. I recently remembered. I'm gonna drop those off. And we're gonna start saving coffee beans, that's right. Okay. Let's auto stack. Okay, this is what I was looking at. Rare disc. So it has a description, which means we've already donated it. So, a heavy black disc studded with peculiar red stones. When you hold it, you're overwhelmed with a feeling of dread. Ooh. That sounds like a D&D thing if I ever heard one. I think I could just sell it, though. I don't think there's any use for it. Let's see. Using my handy-dandy lookup mod. In case we're curious, there's Stardew Mods. It has a list of all my mods, links directly to them, and some instructions on how to do it, but I will say the Stardew Wiki actually has a pretty comprehensive installation guide for Smappy, so I would use that. I can make a navy tuxedo. Produces dye. The dwarf and Penny like it. Probably just sell for us. Alright, we're keeping that. Probably don't need these things. In fact, I'm gonna sell our extra weapons at this point. Except for the club. The club can stay just because I'm kind of interested to see if we can use it anymore. But let's put all the things we're gonna sell over here. Oh yeah, we didn't even have diamonds yet. I think I donated one to, oops, not that. Not that. I think I donated one to the museum first, which is a completely reasonable thing to do. Right. Moving all of our sell stuff over here. I need to store that. These are my snacks. Alright, we're gonna keep clam for crafting purposes, and then we're gonna sell these artifacts. I would sell these weapons, but you cannot sell them here in the box. You have to sell them directly to Marlin, the guild keeper. So, one day. Alright. Thanks for lurking, Bulbul Boy. I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have an excellent time doing whatever you're doing. Enjoy your chill time in the berry fields. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? We still have snacks. We still got that. I'm probably getting to the point where I'm going to need a chest specifically for my tools, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, it is inevitable in this game. So, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to specifically put any tools or used things over here, and we're going to make it a nice teal. Yeah, no, I actually kind of like the teal. I waffle between whether my favorite color is blue or teal, like, because I don't mind greens and stuff. Big fan, actually. Alright, I'm going to sell this slingshot, because we have the master slingshot, which is already better. Alright, we are going to move all of our tools to a different box. We'll even put the mallet over there. Nothing over here. Okay. Right, so, tools. Actually, we'll keep this on us. Tool. And that's going to be sold. That's going to be sold. Okay. That's okay. Fine, I'll do it from here. Picky butt. There we go. Right. Now, we're going to put this over here. We're actually going to go ahead and store our fishing rod, because I don't think we'll need it immediately. Yep, get. Thank you. Mild bit of organization, and let's go close in the animals. There's no reason to really close them in. They're luckily not at risk of anything unless you leave them outside. But as you can see, all of our bibs are inside, so they're good. Everything's fine. Actually, how are we doing friendship-wise? Oh, next in 9 points. Oh, good. I'm glad you're looking happy today, Tinder. I am happy for you. Right, so the only reason I close them in is because it's much easier to just pet them all in the morning. It makes more sense when you have more animals. Slime! Ooh, test out our new sword, though. Get away from my trees. I'm specifically cultivating that. Ah! Did you see that crit for 90, chat? That's fucking pog. Let's go. I kind of hate that I say pog unironically. I just think it's funny. It's a funny word. It's the play of the game. Alright. Actually, now that I think about it. There we go. We might go mining tomorrow anyway, chat. I'm hoping the luck won't be terrible for it, because I can just make it more difficult, but I think we actually will go mining. That way, first we must pet the duckle. Very important. Weather report. Clear and sunny. Phooey. But that way we can get some more copper, which I'm in need of. This is so sad, y'all. Normally the Junimos are doing this, and it's really cute, and they're making little cute squeaky noises, but now it's just poor, probably underpaid workers. And I'm garbage! It's not that we didn't know that, but also I'm garbage. Okay, there we go. Right. At least we made some good money today, though. 5,000 is not bad for getting our funds back in order. And second. There we go. Just got a little message from one of my good friends, so gotta make sure to respond to that. Right. On to day 7. I feel like there's maybe something coming up that I'm not remembering. Oh! Ooh, chat. Ooh, chat, it's a banger. It's a banger! Hang on. Hang on. We gotta have a banger. Okay. Anyway, after that delightful display, I'm gone. See you later. There's a quick description of why I have a hi-fi cam. Like what it is and why it's there. So, it's. Do I want to be perceived? Yes, no. That's it. That's all it is. Okay. Ooh, baked fish. The 2 cats I have go bananas. Fair enough. Place the fish on a bed of spring greens. Ooh, that sounds nice. Learned how to make baked fish. Alright. What do we got? Spirits are neutral today. Alright, that's fine for mining. It's not great, but it's fine. So, first things first. We're gonna gather up these copper bars and drop them off. Sure. Nope, not that. Although, wouldn't be terrible to have gold, but I want to get these started. Actually, we might start a bar of gold before we go. Hello, pup! Good boy. Is good baby. You must always pet the good baby. I may be a dick in other regards on this file because it's intended to be a goofy chaos farm. And also, you know, we have many people that we dislike in Stardew Valley, and I don't mind yelling about it. But we are never going to be mean to the animals. It's just not going to happen. And I may not particularly like children, but I am never going to be outright mean to them. I'll just ignore them, mostly. I'm the only Gremlin allowed, so no children. There we go. Watering all the things. I know those copper bars are ready, and they're taunting me, but we're gonna keep going. It's gonna be fine. I would just be mean to the children. Hey, Cookie, good to see you. But animals, never. Absolutely, you got the right concept. I don't feel comfortable bullying children. Like I like taunting the children, but I don't like bullying them directly. And in this game, they really don't do anything. They're just kind of babes. But anyway, hi, good to see you. Thanks for swinging by the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're having a pleasant time zone wherever you're at, and a nice weekend. All right, almost done with our watering purposes. Yoink. And yoink. There we go. How do they exist? Listen, that's what people think when I say I'm child-free by choice. Which is always really funny to me. Just like, oh, so you hate children. I didn't say that, but alright, if that's what you want to think I said, that's fine. I do 100% make fun of children at times, though, so that's fair. Children can be creepy. I'm having a good day. My cat was missing for a few days and showed up today. Yay! I'm so happy they came back. That would be really upsetting to know that your pet was missing out there somewhere, but I'm so happy they came back. I'm really happy to hear that, Cookie. Please give your baby some lovins as they appreciate. So, on my behalf, if you don't mind. Yeah, so all these things are going to be sold. That's fine. Children can be creepy, though. Cute but creepy. This is true. Even people who want and enjoy children can acknowledge that they can be creepy. They just don't really have inhibitions or understanding of what words mean yet, so they can say some bizarre stuff. It's true. I gave him so much love. Was worried because we have a hurricane coming. Oh man, I'm so glad he came home safe then. Hope you all are able to stay safe. Man, all the weather stuff going on is just wild. Actually, where are we at hay-wise? I don't even have to walk over there. We have 200 hay stored. Okay, so that's pretty good actually. Oh, do I have stuff in here? Mushies! Mushies, let's go! Yeah, I'm a Floridian, so hurricanes are a normal coincidence. That's fair. That's fair. Man, my partner... I bet you, as a Floridian, hate hearing this, which makes it really funny to me, but my partner really wants to move to Florida purely so that way he can live out his Disney dreams, and I think it's hysterical all the time. I'm just like, you realize it's not just that simple, right? He's like, yeah, but Disney. He's one of those people, for sure, 100%. But yeah, I hope you stay safe, and I'm sure you all have some precautions in place, but I'm glad your kitty is there to be safe too. We don't hate the people living here, we hate the vacationers. That's fair. I can understand that sentiment entirely. Friendly reminder, chat, if you are visiting a place, please be respectful. It costs you absolutely nothing to not be a shithead while you're traveling somewhere, and to recognize that you are, just because you're on vacation doesn't mean you get to be a twerp. So, that's your friendly mom friend tip of the day. Don't be a twerp. Which, frequently, to bring it around, is what I call the children in this game. It's just like, what are you little twerps gonna do about it? Too much tourism here and it ups the cost of residents can't afford to do anything. Yeah, I previously lived in, I guess I still live in a place that is very, tourist heavy, and I feel that. It's definitely a conundrum. Like, it helps the economy and whatever. Me with my anti-capitalist in the title, but it's also hard on the people living there. So, as with many things, there is no clear answer. Right. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go. I want to sell these. When is Marlin's shop open? 2 p.m. Okay, so that actually gives us enough time. We have fed the animals. We watered the pup, we've pet the dog, we sold a bunch of things. We're gonna go sell all of our junk here. All this junk. Let me get that. Ooh, a book. Excellent. We've got some snacks for the mines. Very good, very good. But since we have the time and we're not in any major hurry to make progress, since my goal today is mostly to gather some copper so I can start upgrading some of my other tools, I'm thinking the axe is going to be next upgrade, just because we're going to need a lot of resources, and the axe upgrades are so significant in this game. So I think we're going to go to the baths, and we're gonna rest up in here. This unlocks early in summer, and it is definitely a boon. It does, take some time to get here and recover, but when you're in, look how fast it's making my energy go up. We'll be done in just a few seconds here, so it'll probably be, the 20? Yeah, perfect. Right on time. Go. Hot tub stream? Oh man, you outed me. I mean, listen. I have no problem with people doing hot tub streams in general. Get that bag, whatever. Particularly if they're already, doing what they can. It's complicated. I didn't write any names on me. No. Listen. There's a really interesting dichotomy of wanting to be supportive, because we are pro-sex worker and pro-sex work in this place. I do not believe Twitch is the place for it. Why am I giving my opinion on a controversial topic? But let me put this as simply as possible. Twitch is not the place for sex work to exist, but it should exist, and it should not be stigmatized. And the fact that I, as a female presenting person, am nervous to even wear a tank top on stream because of the way that people might react to it, says volumes about the platform. I'll put it that way. I don't even have my cam on half the time, because, I do the hi-bye, but, I don't know, it says something about the space we're in, but, yeah. But, saw the cutest hot tub stream the other day. It was a kitty in a bathtub! That's so cute. Twitch is a little weird, but that's okay. There we go. We make it work. Twitch is also a wonderful, fantastic place where you can make all kinds of wonderful friends and follow really cool people. Much like, alright, we're gonna eat this then. Much like you folks, and, thanks for spending your time here on this little corner of Twitch. There's weird content, but it creates good content. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, because, I feel like any content creation platform is going to have, its quirks and its idiosyncrasies, as well as the amazing stuff. And pretty much every content filter, I understand entirely when people say, oh, I really don't want to be on social media, I don't like being on Twitter, or Facebook, or Instagram, or any of those, or TikTok, or whatever. But it's all about curating it to what you want. If you're seeing the weird stuff, it's probably because you're interacting with it. I hate to say that. And, sometimes when you're first getting on an algorithm, it doesn't know what you want yet, so it's going to give you a little bit of everything, but generally, you can teach it what you want. Like Hot Tub Streams created that kitty one. Aw, yeah. Depends on if the algorithm's good or not. Yeah, but I mean, I know you're on TikTok, Cookie, and personally, TikTok's algorithm is scary good. As someone who is studying branding and marketing and social media marketing in particular, there are some algorithms that are just, the accuracy is wild, a little upsetting how accurate it is almost. But yeah, TikTok is one of the weird ones if you definitely like the weird stuff, or you like consuming it and then being outraged about it. I do feel like there is some energy that folks put into just being upset about things that don't affect them, YouTube sucks. It's weird, you probably watch some normal things. YouTube doesn't really know what it wants, which is always why it's really funny to watch stuff on YouTube. I mean, mine's got me pegged pretty well now, but my account's also several years old, so it's probably well aware of what I'm watching and what I'm not. Recommends me the oddest things. The recommendation filter, even people who've created content on YouTube for years specifically have talked about how the recommendation filter does not know what it wants, and it'll recommend the weirdest videos. It'll recommend videos from their channels that are 6 years old, but not their latest video. It's so funny. My account is 6 years old and YouTube still has no idea what it's doing. I mean, that's valid too. I'll be watching music videos, and then suddenly I'm watching a guy destroying a toilet with his boots. Like, what? Wow, that's funny. I mostly end up on science videos or animations because it's like, hey, you're a nerd, you watch AMVs. It's true, I do watch Warrior Cats AMVs. I still harbor a love of that franchise. Good shit. Well, this is not offering us a quick way down, is it? Yeah. Anyway, all that to say, algorithms are complicated and just, like, there's definitely weird stuff, but I don't blame the creator for making the weird stuff, unless they're making stuff that is actively harming a person. Like, if it's, you know, cruel or hurtful or active, you know, harm to people, I don't really care what people are doing, to be honest. So, mostly just in the back. But yeah. Don't, on that note, though, don't expect any actual hot tub streams. I don't know. It'd be funny to put my dog's kiddie pool up here, but I am on the second floor, and it's the guest room, and it's carpet, so I wouldn't want to risk it. Let's see. I like sending my Weird For You page to my friends to ruin theirs. How rude of you, Cookie. The chaos. Oh my god, there's so many Dougies right here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Alright. I probably shouldn't even be doing this. This is not worth it for just wanting iron or copper. This has not been a very good run. In fact, we're gonna go out and reset a little bit. Okay. There we go. Can I have some copper now, please? Copper pulls? Pulls? Copper? No, only grubs. Fat Booty! Hello, hello, lovely. It is so good to see you. How you doing today? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Always a delight to have you in the chat. Hope you're having a pleasant weekend, and it's good to see you. Which I've already said, but I'll say it again. Whack. Alright. Let's go bonk some things and go down. I figured a new game that's kind of like Stardew. It's called Sunhaven. I saw a streamer talking about it, but I have not actually looked it up. Something like that. It's like Stardew, but more magical. I admit that does appeal. I do like games like Stardew that allow me to farm and do the sim and the crafting and stuff. That's why today is probably going to be Stardew and Minecraft Day, just because those are my kind of games and they're fun. I'm great. Such a good morning so far. Even better now that you're streaming my fave game. Oh, I am so glad that you were able to join us for that. This is one of my favorite games as well. Always easy to go back to Stardew Valley. I never have a problem playing it. It's farming, etc., but it's magical in that you can do spells. Like, you can do spells to make it rain, and there's no energy bar, just day and night. Ooh. I might have to go look up this Sunhaven game. Thank you for the recommendation, Cookie. Hearing more about that definitely intrigues me, for sure. Let's actually use a bomb. There we go. Explosions! Hey, immediately rewarded. Let's see, any copper over here? Nodes? Cut nodes of copper? No? Alright. No nodes of copper. On the plus side, you haven't missed too much, by the way, Booty. We did unlock the minecarts at the top of stream, which is why we're now poor. But, you know, we're getting back up there. It looks super interesting. The person who plays it mentioned it to me, and they seem to like it a lot. Oh, good. We always love a good friend recommendation. It's one of the strongest things you can do if you like something is just give it a friendly word of recommendation, because we, as humans, are more likely to trust what friends or trusted folks are likely to say. Bit of a marketer point. That is why influencers work, because you develop trust between you and your audience. Or at least, even whether they like you or trust you as a person, they trust your opinion, and that is why influencers work, and that is why marketers should take more advantage of them. I am actually a person who wants to work with streamers and influencers and stuff in my social media career, so that is something of interest to me. Because there's a lot of different ways to do that exact thing, which I think makes it more interesting than your traditional marketing that's just like, oh yes, we must create the advertisements. Hell yeah, minecarts make all the difference. They do. It's honestly, that's why, one, it was the first upgrade I went to because it was the cheapest, and two, it's just really good. Alright, we are not going to bother with this. Since we have the minecarts, though, I'm going to do a quick jump to 20, see if we can find easy copper. I'm not going to spend too much time, though. I was rewarded immediately. There we go. Yeah, anyway, all that tangent dialogue to say, direct reference and reviews can be helpful. Yeah, I read more into marketing because my company made an marketing choice that I thought was odd, but after reading more into it, I could see why they did it. That is fair. It can definitely seem weird on the outside, why folks would do things a certain way, but it does make some sense. A lot of it is interesting to me, personally, because it's just sort of manipulation, and not like in a mean way, it's just using what's already in the human brain to... We're going to put that in the fridge. It's using what's already in the human brain to convince people to maybe make a decision they may or may not have previously. So, that's all that is. I guess we'll store that in here. This is going to be extra food, seeds, and going in the fridge stuff. I think that's the plan. Right. No, Golem, I have no interest. I manipulated you into checking more into Sunhaven. No, you have given me a friendly recommendation. I don't think that's... Let me rephrase. I believe that word-of-mouth recommendations, especially from people that you know and generally trust, even on a surface level, like we don't know each other personally, you know, and we are casual acquaintances at this point, but you seem nice, and in my brain, that makes me go, oh, they seem like a nice enough person, I should go check out the Sunhaven game, especially because, as a consumer of my created content here on Twitch, they might have an inkling of things that I enjoy. You know, you've seen me maybe play some Minecraft, you've seen me play some Stardew, and you went, oh, Sunberry might enjoy this. And to me, that is a really nice personal recommendation that makes me more inclined to go check it out. So, it's technically a manipulation, but not in a cruel way that the word manipulation tends to have. So, that's just my thoughts on it. Right, anything? No. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow, and I did check the Queen of Sauce this morning. Into bed we go. Not passing out. Love that for us. Here we go. Alright, close that. Alright, made a little bit of money today. Our biggest earners. Crow manipulation is doing it with the sole intention of personal benefit. Exactly. That is why, partially for that and for legal reasons, why influencers must disclose to you that they get kickback from things or they won't. It's just something they have to do for a lot of reasons, and one of them is to build trust with the audience even further. If you found out someone that you liked was getting kickback for something you didn't know they were getting kickback for, you would feel a little slighted. Like, whether you liked the product or not, you would feel a little cheated. So, that's why it's important to have open communication. I'm a big fan of ethical marketing. I'll put it that way. Okay, corn. Not super interested in corn. I think I have a few corn plants growing. Spirits are very displeased today. Okay, so, ooh, a storm is approaching. Excellent. Hashtag add in white text on a white background. Ooh, yeah, we can't do that. I mean, that also breaks ADA compliance, and we can't have that. All right. I would like to go back and get some more, copper today, but I don't know if we'll do that. I also want to make money. So this is the struggle. We must figure out what we are doing today. I've seen that happen before with some IG influencers. Yeah, it's sort of the Wild West in a lot of places. But now that we're developing a more, what's the right word? Centralized market. I feel like a lot of people are getting better at least, even, here's the thing. Whether they're doing it for the right reasons or not, at least they're covering their ass and being more transparent with what they get out of it and what their needs are and so on and so forth. And it's one of those, you know, doing the right thing for the wrong reasons is still doing the right thing, particularly when it comes to marketing. So basically cover your ass, Chad, if you are pursuing any opportunities, which I do recommend doing. You know, just cover your ass. Be honest. Don't be disingenuous to people, and you'll usually be just fine. Read the rules, read the fine print. Always how it goes. Alright-yo. How much longer do we have on these here melons? 5 days, alright. That's pretty exciting. I actually do not remember when the luau is. I want to say it's the 11th. but we might have to go into town to check that today. And we'll water that. I feel like the hops are coming up soon. 4 days. Alright, so a little sooner. About the same timeline. Alright. Do that. Pet the pup. Very important. And mushies! Alright, purple mushroom means money today. I mean, not a lot of money, but purple mushrooms are still money. Right. Inside we go. Large eggs! They like us, chat! Oh, this is great. This is just fantastic. I am so proud of you, babies. Right. Oh, I did get 4 eggs. Excellent. Right. Drop, and drop. Perfect. Okay, I think that's everything. No. Yeah. There we go. And out you go. Enjoy the sunshine, chickies. You will not be able to do so tomorrow, so that's fine. And we have plenty of hay left over. Let's see now. Don't forget to hydrate, chat. Making sure to do that for myself, and whenever I'm doing it, I would encourage you to join in as well. It's good for you. Let's, yeah, sell a couple of those. Do I need these for anything else? No, only for life elixir. Don't think we need that right now. They're very good healing items, but I'm not in dire need of that yet, so we'll be okay with that. Oh, I didn't reset the jelly jars, which I mean is fine. I almost passed out anyway, so we don't need to do that. But let's see, what can we put in? Don't have a ton of stuff saved. I was so intent on making that first 15k that I ran out of money a little bit. Ooh, that's a That's unfortunate. What else can we put in the jelly? Should be trying to do something in the preserve jar so that we have something producing. I guess we'll walk around and look for spice berries. It's not the best. I could be doing more, but that'll do for now. Right. Don't have any strong plans today, so let's go a-foraging. And maybe we will go to the mines. We'll see. Ah, grape jelly would be nice. I'll keep it on my sword. Come, sword. I mean, also the sword just looks really cool. I love the blue and the curved hilt. It looks nice. Gotta run. Sorry for looking and running. I was building furniture and it's taking longer than I expected, but I'll keep you up. No worries, Bulba. Keeping a tab up is more than enough support, and, you know, life happens. So I appreciate you stopping by for as long as you're able to. Not a worry in the slightest. Good luck with your furniture building. Hope it goes well. Okay, let's see. Anything over here? No. Only sadness, there's the Joja warehouse that replaced the community center. The community center even looks kind of cute before we finished building it, and I just ruined it. Again, being a gremlin, that's fine. Totally fine, everything's fine. Alright, Hello, Demetrius. Deep in thought. Sorry, I'm really busy. So many plants to study. Fair enough. I imagine spring and summer are busy times to be in the botany field of study. Do I want to just go down the mines again because I like the mines? Maybe. I'm so predictable. It's very fun. And I am absolutely 100% predictable. Alright. I'm gonna clear out some of this stuff. Take the extra fiber. It's not a bad idea. Slashy, slashy. There we go. And blink. Ooh, a farm totem. That very much incentivizes me to go to the mines. Abigail. I forgot you come up here sometimes. My pet guinea pig, David, just hates this hot weather. He's fussy. I love that she has a guinea pig and his name is David. Great name for a guinea pig. One of my favorite... I enjoy the pet trend where people name their animals after humans and then don't disclose that they're animals. I think it's really funny because then people are like, oh, you know, how are your children? And they're like, oh, great, you know, they pooped in their box today. And it just sounds terrible until you realize they're talking about, like, a cat or a ferret or something. Oh, good times. Nice nibbles. Alright, I'm actually gonna do this, and then I'm gonna mute myself real quick so I can blow my nose. Okay, I can actually breathe through my nose again. I have a normal named cat and one not so normal. Charlie and Anubis. I love the name Anubis. That's such a good name. Charlie's a very cute, classic name, but... And yeah, oh, my cat's name is Charlie as well? Yeah, it's a good name. I'm a fan. It's very easy to apply to all animals. It's a nice one. Especially because it has a nice semi-androgynous feel to it. You have a Charlie emote? I just realized that's what that emote is, Cookie, and I love that for you. That's so cute. Wait, there's a train! I'm normally never up here when the train is going by. Anything good? No? It's a little Charlie. Yeah, that's so cute. Okay, nothing on the train. And that's Anubis. Oh, I love black cats! I'm a big sucker for black cats, I'll be honest with you. Black furred animals in general are just so freaking pretty, and I love them. My dream is to have a black pitty type dog, because they're really cute and I like them. Charlie is the friendlier one. That's fair. That's totally fair. I want to make progress, but also I still need copper, so let's see what we got here. Gonna be lots of critters today, lots of combat experience, because it is a bad luck day. I think they're even very displeased today, which is normally not a day I would recommend going to the mines, just because it can make it harder, but I'm doing it because Chaos Gremlin. Them's the vibes. Right. There we go. I'm glad both of your kitties are now safe at home with you, Cookie. That is wonderful. They're very cute, and I like them. I'm not the biggest cat person. I know, gasp. But I mean, if you look at, you know, my channel redeems or talk to me for more than 20 seconds, you'll figure out that I'm a dog person. It's just the way I am. I like dogs. Dogs are cute. But I do like cats. I have grown an appreciation for cats as I've grown older. It's just, cats don't typically like me too much. I'm not sure what it is. My theory is that I have a naturally loud pitch. So I wonder if they, I wonder if that bothers cats. I don't try to be loud when I'm around cats. I just am naturally a loud and gregarious person, which can be blamed on a couple of things, but it's also just me. So I think that kind of throws cats off. I like them very much. They have their little personalities, and I really felt Charlie's absence when he was gone. Aww. Well, I am so glad Charlie made his way home, and he's now safe at home with you and his little brother. I think that's wonderful. Boink. Boink. Oh, we do have a cherry bomb. I would like to use that. Right. Drop that over here. Nope. Alas. Well, I'll take the extra stone. Doesn't hurt. cats, for the most part, don't like loud noises, but where I'm at, a lot of noise doesn't seem to bother them when I yell or play something on TV. Cherry bomb! Hey, Kashi, thanks for coming in. I appreciate the reference. Very good. But yeah, that's fair. I think it's just I'm a louder person, and like dogs can be sensitive to that too, but I feel that tends to throw cats off more when I'm like that. And it's not that I'm doing it on purpose or trying to be mean. I do, in fact, try to change my behavior around cats, but they just don't like me. I don't hold that against them. It's just funny to me because I'm the person where someone will be like, oh, my cat's super friendly and they love everyone, and I'm the one person their cat's gonna bite. It has happened multiple times, and it's just sort of funny at this point. But I respect them and admire them from a distance. But hey, Kashi, how you doing? I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I appreciate having you here. You got anything fun going on, or are we just vibing? Cats are skittish, so noises in general put them on alert. So if they're from a quiet household, high pitches might get to them. Yeah, that's fair. I don't hold it against them. I acknowledge I am probably the problem. But a loud household, so my boys are used to it. That makes sense. Dogs do that too. Nina's used to us being pretty chill. Like, we yell at video games sometimes, especially my partner loves to play Apex Legends and League of Legends, and he's always yelling at his friends in a not mean way, but a very, get to the point! What are you doing? Go over here! Oh my god, they're on me! Oh my god! That kind of thing. So, Nina puts up with us pretty well. I would be so sad if that happened to me. Oh, you're just vibing this weekend? That sounds great, Kashi. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of accepted it. I mean, I'm just a loud-natured person, and I think, I also feel like, cats are just particular about their peoples. So I don't take it personally. I wouldn't mind having a cat in the future. My current dog would like to play with cats in a way that cats do not want to be played with, so not right now, but, at some point. My cats learn that if I'm screaming and not giving eye contact to simply ignore it. That is fair. See? Smart animals. We like that. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for hanging out today, everybody. If you're hanging out and you haven't met me before, hi, my name is Sunberry. I'm a pansexual mom friend here on Twitch. I'm on the neurodivergent scale with a bunch of stuff. I got some anxiety and stuff, so sometimes my camera isn't on. But we play games with a lot of fun, a good helping heap of chaos, and a lot of shenanigans. So if you enjoy that, thanks for hanging out. Also, Nightbot just posted our mission statement, so if any of those things like BLM, anti-diet culture, and that kind of stuff really offend you, not the community for you. See you later. The exit button can be found in the upper right corner of your screen. Toodaloo. Rightio. But for now, we are going to descend. Oh, it's already 11:20. Shoot. Oh, no overrun with monsters. Fuck this. We're out. On the plus side, we have the main cards. Here, let's go. Right. I didn't even get to use my warp totem, which is good, actually, because we want to save that. What does the 2 in LGBTQIA stand for? It is for Two-Spirit, which is American Native, I believe it's North American, or I don't know if it's all indigenous cultures, but I do know that it is representative of Two-Spirit peoples, who are not they're not gender fluid, but they are both male and feminine. They have male and feminine aspirations, and it's considered sacred in Native American culture. And considering how fucked up the U.S. has been toward Native American peoples, I think it's literally the least we can do to be respectful of a status that has existed for a long time and has been just as problematic. I don't fully understand it myself, so I do recommend Googling it yourself for some extra knowledge. But yeah, Two-Spirit is kind of an umbrella term. You can have a bunch of different identities within the same tribe, which I thought was really neat, but it's just a thing that people are doing, and it made sense to me to be honoring and respecting of that, because even if I don't understand it, that does not mean that we are not going to respect it in this chat. So, basically it means it's not the kind of stuff I joke about, and we are, while I am not activism focused in my content, we do not shy away from saying, hey, shit needs to change, shit needs to be better. So, that's my brief, very white explanation of it, but it's something I feel strongly about. Yeah, new titles are coming out all the time. It's understandable to be confused, but we must adapt. Times continue to change, and We must change with it, or be left behind, I feel. Right, it's rainy today. What do we got? It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Very nice. Ooh, very happy today. Ooh, we're definitely going down the mines, chat. That sounds delightful. Alright, we don't have to water anything. Saves me a ton of time. I cannot make lightning rods yet, so hopefully our crops aren't fucked. We'll find out. Hello, chicks. Hello. Good chickies. Boop. Ah! I took out too many. That's fine. I will say, just as a last note on that, I don't expect everyone to be perfect, but I do expect people to try, and to not be a dickhead about people's identities, or how they identify, or what they do. So, definitely not a problem to not be aware of everything. I don't expect people to be perfect, but you gotta try. Can't be a twat waffle in this chat. No twat waffles permitted. Chaotic gremlins? Sure. Twat waffles? No. We draw the line at a twat waffle. Oh, good. I checked to see if my captions could understand that, and yes, they do. I think that's great. We'll keep it. Keep all the coffee beans. Slowly building them up. Regular waffles are good. Yes, we don't have a problem with regular waffles. In fact, we do quite a bit of waffling in this chat. But tish. Oh, man, I'm hilarious. But yeah. That's just one of my favorite swear words. Right up there with douche canoe. Great one. Love it. But we do support regular waffles. Give me your favorite waffle topping, chat. Mine is definitely strawberries with a little bit of Nutella drizzle. Or dulce de leche. One of those two. Douche canoe is a good one. Thank you. It wasn't original, but I cannot remember who said it. But I'm just not going to claim it was my idea. That's all. Strawberries, you say. Shocking. We're absolutely shocked. We are so shocked. We are so shocked by strawberries being, not that I can gesture the correct way, by strawberries being a thing in here. Not at all. Super shocked. Can't do it. Waffles are gross. That, I can't say I agree with that, but I can respect where you're coming from on that fruit potato. Are you a pancake person, or French toast, or something else? Not a big waffle fan, TBH. That's fair. Let me know if you're not a waffle fan. Do you prefer pancakes, French toast, and what kind of toppings do you do? Do you go plain, which is also valid? I love a nice, thick buttermilk pancake with just a little bit of butter. So good. Not even syrup, just a little bit of butter. And if it's made nice and thick and sometimes even a little underdone, so it's like nice and gooey on the inside, I'm into that shit. So let me know what you're into. I'm always curious. The order is French toast, waffles, pancakes. That is respectable. I have always acknowledged that as a pancake fan, I am always in the minority, but that's okay. I mean, of all the big deals to make in life, we went from talking about respecting people's gender identity to, waffles and pancake preferences, and, I feel like one is clearly more important than the other. So I'm fine with people telling me that pancakes are not superior in their opinion, because everybody's opinion is different. But I see we have some contention in the chat. You don't respect your pancake choices. That's fair. See, you can yell at me about my pancake choices, but you can't yell at me about important shit. That's how we're gonna define this. Ooh, pancakes with blueberry syrup. Ooh, a good blueberry syrup is definitely a winner. I'm with you on that one, Kashi. Being a person with terrible taste, I really like Eggo waffles. You know that is also a trash fave. I can't say they're better than actual waffles just because I like a really good Belgian waffle, but I do like a good Eggo waffle. There is something really nice about the taste and the texture that just hits absolutely right. Oh, man. Belgian waffles, absolutely. Especially with the good fresh fruit and a little bit of strawberry syrup. Yes, indeed. Big fan indeed. Hum-dee-dum-dee-doo. Can I have the way down, please? Aha, there we go. I asked nicely and it gave it to me. I appreciate that. Whack! Get out of here. This is way better with a better sword. I really liked the mallet, and I would like to find a better hammer, but the damage is just undeniable. Sort of person who's never hungry in the morning, so that's my problem with big breakfast. That's fair, but the thing is, Kashi, and that, you know, it's valid. You don't, like, the idea that breakfast is the most important meal is conflicting. It depends person to person, basically. I think the reason they pushed that was to encourage kids not to go hungry for so long and be able to focus better. But it definitely varies person to person. Some people are just not breakfast people. But the great thing is you can eat breakfast food any time of the day. I love breakfast for dinner. That is my fucking shit. Like, probably if you asked me what kind of date I'd want to do, I'd be more down with someone who is just like, hey, you want to go, like, get pancakes and, like, eat and drink hot cocoa and fuck around, would be way more appealing than, like, a fancy dinner. But that's just me. Breakfast for dinner is, in fact, the shit, though. I am glad you also concur with this assumption. Dink, 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 dink. I'm pretty much always in the mood for breakfast foods. Not always in the mood for it first thing in the morning, but I do love breakfast foods. Especially American-style breakfast is definitely really heavy, and I understand that people are not always into that. But it's a really nice dinner. Makes me feel nice and cozy and squishy and sleepy, so probably be good for breakfast. That'd be an amazing date, yeah! Be cool. Not that I've been on a date in a long time, but, you know, perhaps. Really nostalgic for IHOP at midnight. That, yes. I had some really good times in college with some good friends, and we had really late portfolio reviews working on our graphic design stuff. And at, you know, a certain point it'd be like, you want to just, like, go get breakfast? Like, we'd be hungry or, like, you know, whatever, and we would just go to IHOP and we would just vibe and, you know, drink whatever drinks they had on special and just talk and stuff and let out some of our stress. It was really nice. So I agree. I would be nostalgic for those times. Sorry, Bone Sword. You have a better lower thing, but I think I'm going to keep the Neptune. I like having the defense. I always need help, chat. Always need the defense. I am Leroy Jenkins by nature, and thus I must protect myself. There are so many Skelebones, but I really want that copper. Can you guys quit? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. Cool. Doink! Doink, doink, doink. No, quit throwing stuff at me. I'd appreciate it if you didn't, actually. Personal space. There we go. I really want all this iron and stuff, but I just don't want to get shot all the time. If y'all could quit throwing your skeletons at me. I mean, that's basically what they're doing, chat. They, like, pull a bone off of their body to throw it at me. It's very self-destructive. Okay. Anything useful over here? Aha! Hello, Phoenix! Thanks for hanging out, and thank you for using our introverted hello. I appreciate using it as an option to just say, hey, how you doing? But don't feel the need to chat and chat if you're off doing something else or if you got things to do. But thank you for redeeming the hello, and thanks for lurking. Alright. Let's eat some snacks. It's only 3:40. We got plenty of time. Gonna eat these salmon berries because they're not super useful otherwise. Right. I'm thinking with our next 10k, chat, we are going to get the backpack upgrade. Ooh, good. New dwarf scroll. That's exciting. I just don't have anything to say whoa after. You have a brand! I love that for you, Phoenix. But hi, nice to see ya. We're just going down the mines. Seeing what's what. Stab it. Right, there we go. Yoink. And there we go. Anything good down here? It's a good luck day and it's raining out, which means perfect Stardew mine times. Firewalker boots, let's go! Alright, let's trade out our new booties. So we're trading out 2 defense and 1 immunity for 3 defense and 3 immunity. Instantly way better. Love that for us. Alright. I'm gonna go sell a few things to Marlin first, since we unlocked this new point. And down here. But I need doing, Phoenix? I hope you're having a good weekend, taking some time to yourself, practicing some good old self-care, all that shiz. And I appreciate you stopping by. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sell these. I never see a point in having the boots. I don't need the sword. There we go. Down we go. Da-da-da. Okay. Right. Down to floor 80. Meow. I could call this a good enough run for today, but I'm feeling it, and it's rainy, and it's early enough in the day. So let's go! Deep down into the deep dark, deep down, deep dark. I want to get this barrel. Chest barrel thing. And it was nothing! Classic. Gather another piece of quartz. And down we go. Alright. Ooh, fire quartz. That's good. Not that it matters. Normally I'd be excited because fire quartz would mean we could probably get some stuff in the community center, but not in this playthrough. It's pointless. Okay, not pointless. You can still use fire quartz for some crafting and selling and stuff, but alas. I must smash the barrel. I can't resist. The barrel requires smashing, not the swarm. Who was playing Banjo-Kazooie earlier? Oh man, that was one of the first video games I have vivid recollection of playing outside of Pokemon. I was on a cruise ship, and much to my parents' dismay, it was for me and my brother because our birthdays are both in December, and much to their dismay, I found the kids' corner where they had video games available, and I played some Banjo-Kazooie. I remember enjoying it. I don't remember much of the game. I didn't finish it or anything. But I remember enjoying it and thinking the colors were very fun, and I had a good time playing it. So, I have fun memories. Never played Banjo before. Yeah, I can't say I've actually, I can't say I've played it before, really. I haven't experienced it very much, but I've heard good things about it, and it looks like a lot of fun. Don't have room for it. I definitely don't want mixed seeds, so purple mushroom. I hope you're enjoying it then, Phoenix. It was a good time. Diamond. We're definitely gonna make space for this. Right. Don't need 2 sap. We do want a diamond, though. Wait, isn't it Gus's birthday today? Did I forget again? I think Gus's birthday might have been yesterday, and I forgot. I said we were gonna try and remember to be nice to Gus, and then I immediately forgot. You know, that's about par for the course, really. I can't say I expected anything different. Ow. Fuck off! Fuck off! Thank you. A strange button. Not really feeling like dropping anything else for that. Like, I could, but it's not that important. There we go. I'll just go ahead and take the elevator and the ladder. Alright, since we are so close, we're going to try to get to 85, and I already see a ladder to the left. Perfect. So, I think we will... Well, first we're going to beat up this slime for getting in my way. And we're going to grab this gold. Right, we're going to clear out this floor then, since we already have a way down. That will be ideal. Right. Ow. Ow. Okay. We are almost out of energy, and it is 9 p.m., so this is actually perfect timing. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing super important. Clear out extra stuff. Friendly fun fact about if you are playing this game or need anything from Stardew yourself, you can regularly get fiber from these purple plants. So if you're hankering for fiber, which does become a problem later in the game, or if you need to make your own grass starters or whatnot, definitely look down here. It can be very helpful. How many of these do I have? I own 6. I don't really need that. I'd rather take a geode, actually. Right, down we go. And we unlock the ladder. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and head out. Here we go. Oh, that beautiful rain noise. Oh, so satisfying. Ah. Going to start some copper. Grab. There we go. Excuse me, fuck off, please. This. Oh no! My melon got struck by lightning! That's really sad, chat. Like, at least it wasn't my, like, I'm bummed about this. Like, at least it wasn't my, my one star fruit, but that's a big bummer. I'm not thrilled about that. Right. Drop all these things off. Actually, are we putting bat wings in? Yeah, we're putting them in here. That's fine. Put this in. No, we're gonna put this in the equipment chest. That makes sense, because it's equipment. Radio. If you could kindly fuck off, sir, that would be grand. Thank you. Pick up the pine tar. Nothing useful over here. This still isn't growing, and I guess that's fine. 20% chance of sprouting tomorrow. Drop and get that. Alright. Alright. I'm also going to get our scythe to clear out some things. Because there's some grass we're struggling with. Keep one purple mushroom. And store everything else. Perfect. Boop. Oh, we almost have enough. Let's go ahead and just start. We may as well do both. Get some more copper on the go, and I think we will upgrade our axe soon, which is pretty exciting. I'm gonna clear out some of the grass near our flowers. I could put up fencing. Mostly I'm lazy when I don't do fencing, but it's definitely a good option, and I would recommend it. There we go. Leave this bit clear. Anything else? We're gonna take that to Gunther tomorrow. Got all these though. Actually, I'm gonna keep those on us. I'll even put the axe on our person. There we go. Organize a smidge. Take that over there. Pine tar can go over here because that's a material we're crafting with. This is going to go to Clint. This is going to Gunther. That can be stored. This will be used for watering. We have an extra field snack. Okay. Rightio! I believe that does it for our inventory organization. Pet the puppy. Very important. I think it is not going to be raining tomorrow. Yes. Beautiful sunny day. Love it. Love that for us. Go to sleep for the night. Ooh. Okay. I've seen arguments for both fighter and scout being good. This is helpful, especially if you're running mostly daggers or things that specifically focus on crit chance. But overall, I feel that 10% more damage helps a bit more. But I can always change that later. Ooh, we can make bombs now. Yes, that's good shit. All right. And we made a little bit of money today. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right. Actually, chat, we are at about an hour 30, and I am in need of a break and a small water refill. So I'm going to go ahead and, we'll leave the Stardew Valley music on. But I'm going to go on a quick BRB. I encourage you to do the same and take a quick moment of self-care if you are able in any way, especially if you've been sitting down for a while. Definitely make sure to get yourself a good stretch and take care of those skeletons. I will be back shortly. Hello. Hi. Right. We have gotten a stretch. We have pet the pupper. We have refilled our water. Let's go back into some Stardew. Now that we have fought the chair into the proper position, we're stretching out our back muscles a little bit. There we go. I would like you all to know that the dog that woke me up at 5 a.m., I was up until 1 playing Minecraft, because that's the kind of person I wanted to be yesterday, because I had the house to myself, and the dog was up with me the whole time, so I thought she would be okay to sleep in just a little bit. Decided to bark at 5 a.m. This dog never barks, so I presumed something was wrong, and no, she was just a little shit who wanted to go outside. And then she didn't even want to go outside. I just let her out of her crate. Luau tomorrow, what you say? I let her out of her crate, and she didn't want to do anything. She let me sleep for another hour, but I was very, very annoyed. So I'm probably gonna nap after stream today. We'll see. Alright, yes. Come to the beach tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. We already have the cauliflower saved specifically for that, so all the points for us. Peppers! Not me forgetting the word pepper for a second. I had a moment. It's fine. Back to peppers. Alright. There we go. Chat, I had a terrifying moment that I did not unmute myself, which wouldn't be the first time. I mean, it's... Listen, when you join the ranks of Streamertude, it means that you forget to unmute yourself, and you have technical issues. That is the nature of things. But, I am now constantly checking, since I did that once. There we go. Up we go. But now we have lots of peppers, which I think we're going to turn into some spicy pepper jelly. I would use them as gifts, but... Oh, we need one for George, so I will save one for that quest, because that'll give us some money. But we will not need one immediately. Right. Can I ask you a Stardew question? Absolutely. All questions about Stardew are always open, especially when I'm playing Stardew, but even when I'm not. Sometimes I might dissuade when I'm playing a different game just so we can focus the conversation, but I am always open to Stardew questions, especially when I am playing Stardew. So, why is my apple tree not growing? I would ensure that your apple tree has a clear space around it. Does it have 8 tiles clear? So when I say 8 tiles, you see my little cursor, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That entire circle around it must be clear for it to grow. It should tell you, I think they have a thing now that gives you a daily notification if your tree cannot grow, which I'm guessing is what you're getting, is it's saying, like, your apple tree wasn't able to grow. Ensure that that space is clear at all times. If there's any weeds, grass, other seeds, plants, whatever around it, it cannot grow. Yeah. And pathing also interferes with the growth cycle. So, I would check that first. Yeah. I thought it was clear. I hope it is. It's mostly a little annoying to make sure that it's properly clear and not getting overrun by stuff. But that's the main thing I can think of for why it wouldn't be growing, because otherwise it'll still grow out of season, it just won't produce fruit until the right season. So that shouldn't be the problem. Hello, chicks. Thank you for the eggs. You're welcome. I hope that helps. I hope it starts growing soon into a big happy apple tree, just for Kashi. Right, there you go, chickies. Still a little seedling, just a sprout. That sounds like a Disney song. I hear that reference. Fruit for Kashi! Yeesh. We support fruit for Kashi. Alright. We are going to keep... yeah, I actually did see what you did there, which normally I am not always hip with the things. Oh, I should make another bee house with this maple syrup. That's what I should do. Not worried about it right now. We're going to save these, actually, because I could sell them directly, but they will make us more money if we turn them into jelly first. So we're going to do that. We're going to turn this into copper. It'll take a little while because Clint doesn't work on festival days, which is fair. I'm not a huge Clint fan, but we do respect we respect setting boundaries and not working over hours when you don't need to. So we support that. Right. There we go. Yeah, cute little sunflower. I'm not sure if I want to... Is this just making honey? It doesn't tell me if it's making sunflower honey or not. Normally when you pick sunflowers, you get seeds out of it, so I'm thinking about picking one. No, we'll pick one. There we go. So we at least got a seed back. Sometimes you could get 2 seeds back, which is what I was sort of hoping for. We'll leave the rest of those, though, so the bee houses can continue to produce. Actually, what do we need for a bee house again? Wood, coal, iron, and maple syrup. Iron, coal, maple syrup, and wood. We will go ahead and craft a new bee house. Perfect. Drop that off. And yeah, we're such a cute little sunflower. I like sunflowers. Leave that there. And we're gonna put this there. Lovely. Rightio. Let us warp over to Clint's, and we'll get our axe going, and then we'll drop this off with Gunther. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do today. Yeah. I'm just trying to think through what we're doing, and I was wondering if I should go grab some items, but, actually, hold on, chat. Before we commit to giving Clint 5,000 gold to upgrade, let's see if we can get the next backpack. If it is 10k, we're doing that. Because the backpack will be super useful, especially since we're going into the mines. That last jar is just gonna be great. Alright. We did miss Gus's birthday. It's Maru's birthday, though. Could give Maru... Oh, fuck. Pierre, you sack of shit! God damn you, you stupid... That's not... Calling myself out, but... Pierre! You absolute twat waffle. You douche canoe riding a shit river. God damn. Hey. In case people were wondering, the ableist word was stupid. Trying not to say that as much. There's not a ton of point to saying it, but it's very ingrained, so it's really difficult. But Pierre is... whatever. Pierre has lost out on her money, is what Pierre has. Alright. Let's upgrade. Copper axe, please. Thank you. Alright. Oh, that's only 2,000. Nice. He is an asshole, yes. That's a very appropriate word for it. Alright. I'm gonna drop this off. Let's see, what else can we do today, then? Where are... Aha! Right, I think we're missing the third one with the blue ribbon, which I'm not super sure where that is. That's okay. Let's go see. I'm gonna go see if they're in the right order, for no reason. Yeah, closed on Wednesdays. Alright, that's 1. This is 2. And this is 4. Alright. So, we're missing one more dwarf scroll, and the only reason I'm interested in the dwarf scrolls this time, Again, this is not a particularly friendship-focused route. We haven't decided on any romance options either. We talked about maybe Haley, because Haley's not very popular, and the whole point is I'm doing this so you don't have to. And I will actually defend Haley. Haley actually does improve significantly as you get to know her better. it is pretty rough to get to know her in the first place, but I feel Shane is very similar, but people are more likely to give a pass to Shane than to Haley, even though they do a similar improvement arc. Not similar themes or anything, but just, they improve as a person as you get to know them, and people are more likely to forgive Shane than to forgive Haley, and I always thought that was kind of an interesting disparity. I feel like there could be some inferences made into that if we were going to go down that rabbit hole. It is an interesting disparity. How curious, yeah. I mean, and here's the thing, though. I understand if you just don't like Haley in particular for any reason, or if you're you feel uncomfortable around folks who are very fashion oriented and she's not your jam. That's different than the disparity that I'm talking about, where Shane is an actual dickhead to you. Much the same way that Haley is, but for different reasons. But you're more willing to be like, oh, well, Shane gets better and Shane's really sweet, versus being like, nope, Haley's a bitch forever. It's like, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm probably reading into it too much. I have been told that it can be annoying, but, it is what it is, and we gotta say what we gotta say. So, sometimes that means being a little annoying, and that's alright. Alrighty, let's get all the forage. A lot of our extra income is coming from beach forage today. Love that for us. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll do some more fishing today. We could return down the mines, but I feel like we've been doing that a bunch, so we'll mix it up, do a little fishing. Or if there's anything else you're curious about in chat, or if you feel there's any projects we should work toward. My current thoughts that I was thinking about earlier is we need to befriend Marnie so I can perform some chaos with the shorts. Obviously, it's too late for the luau, but I could hold on to them until next year. There is no time limit on when I give Lewis his shorts back. And we liked the idea of the pure chaos of just giving Lewis his shorts in the luau soup, or putting them into the Grange display, and I have time to do the Grange display. I just have to get Marnie to 2 hearts, but that requires me to actually remember to go to Marnie's. So that could be one of our projects for today. We could also work toward getting a barn, which wouldn't be bad. Work on getting some more animals. Do we have any ongoing quests? Yeah, the shorts and the mines, so nothing pressing. But we could go for a barn, which will probably give us, more regular income, which is sort of the point, I feel, of animals, or why they're very helpful for money runs, is because, the crops give you bigger money in general. They'll give you a bigger boost of money at one time, but it takes a while to get it. Meanwhile, the animals are consistent, so the money is roughly equivalent, with I think it's slightly less against animals, but it's consistent, which is different than anything else. Chill. As a thought. Yoink! Whee! Radio. Delightful. A soggy newspaper. That always feels good. Yoink! Just some chill vibes. I always like listening to the ocean in this game. It's very peaceful. Nice whoosh. How are we feeling about my new mic setup today, chat? I don't know if it's significantly different than what I was using audio quality-wise. It sounds better to me, but I don't know about y'all. And if it sounds any different, or, I had to turn it down because I am loud, and it's a clip-on mic. So it sits right about there. I'm not pointing to I'm pointing to the mic, chat. The mic. But it sits, a little lower on my chest, so that way y'all can hear me without it being directly up against my face. So, so far I think it's pretty good. This is kind of a in-between. My partner gave this to me to use until I can get a nice streaming mic, because if there's anything I'm going to invest in streaming, I do want a nice mic, so that way the audio is good for the folks lurking or hanging out or whatnot. Stems, goods, vibes. Yoink. Ooh, nice. More money. Pretty much all rare fish now are just money at this point. There we go. And a halibut. Alright. That seems a good place to end it on. So let's head back to the farm. Sort out our inventory, and then we'll head to bed. Do I need these for any recipes? Fish stew, not concerned about right now. Not a fish pond. Nothing major there. Oh, water obelisk. Yeah, this was kind of something I wanted to save up for. I don't know if we'll get to this point in this playthrough. This is very late game stuff. It's real good, but it's late game stuff. But speed grow is actually worthwhile, so we might keep that. Nothing from oysters, nothing from mussels. Coral, I don't know. I don't think we'll invest too deep into the late game in this playthrough anyway. If we're going to do that, we're doing that in the completion playthrough when we kind of have to. But you know, it's a thought. We might save some. Definitely saving the clams, because I'd like to be able to grow make my own speed grow, so I don't have to buy it. But we'll see. We'll see. And boop. Right. Drop that off, that off. I guess we'll start recycling these, see if we get anything good. We'll sell these. Do I need a sea urchin for something? I cannot remember if someone requests a sea urchin. I don't think so. Okay. Let's drop everything else off. Drop. And drop. And let's, we only have one of those, so we'll start that first. How long does this take? An hour. Okay. Well, the fireflies are out, chat! I love the fireflies in this game. They're so cute. Right. Oh, an oyster can be sold. Oh, see the little fireflies? Look at them go! I love when they go into the grass. And the way it makes the grass glow and light up. It's so pretty. Huh. Alright. Close the animals in. And everybody's inside. Sell our mayo for today. Right. I'm still very, very bummed out about our dead crop. Struck by lightning. Taken from us too soon. Right. And let's drop that in. We're not going to wait for those, but we are at least going to get them started. Drop, drop. Nothing else. Actually, torches can go in equipment. Makes some sense. We'll probably organize that later. For now, let's get into bed before we pass out. Ooh, level 9 fishing already. This is what happens when you have a, you know, filthy cheater mod installed. It's not cheating. It's just I like calling it that because it's funny. But it's not cheating to play the game you want to play. So I encourage mods. There we go. 4,000. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. Oops. Realized I bumped my mic. That's fine. Okay, today's the day. We are going to the luau, so not a ton else to do. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow. That's fine. Mildly perturbed. A bit of a shame for a festival day. Ooh, unusual amount of shells and corals. Excellent. So we're going to be making a quick buck from that tomorrow. Ooh, I'm already at 12,000 again. Oh, man. 50 wood from Robin. Let's go. That's hype shit right there. Right. I know it doesn't seem very hype, chat, but it is very hype. Let's drop this off. Okay. Now, I forgot to grab my watering can. Let's do that. Did I put the torches somewhere else? I may not have torches. I guess I haven't picked up any torches yet. That's fine. Okay, a bit unexpected, but not a bad thing. Right. We're doing all of our watering, and we're going to feed all the animals, make sure to let them out, and then we will go to the luau. So I mentioned this isn't a social run, and you might be thinking, but Sunberry, if it's not social, why do you even bother going to the festivals? And isn't that kind of a waste of time? Well, kind of, but I feel there's a couple of advantages. In the early game, it helps you get friendship points, and the friendship points help you unlock quests that will earn you money. So basically we are buttering up our friends to get money off of them. Oops. Secondly, there is not a ton to do on festival days, and this early in the game, a lot of our availability revolves around if stores are open, or, merchants are around, or upgrades, and, that sort of thing. So, I could spend today and go to the mines instead, and just kind of mess around and fuck off, but, I think it will be useful, and also I specifically saved a cauliflower, which is one of the easiest crops to grow for maximum friendship points into the luau pot. So at least this year we are not totally gremlins. Only a small bit are we gremlins, chat. Only a small bit. Okay. Did I forget to water this yesterday? I'm now terrified I forgot to water. I'm pretty sure I did, but oh well. If I didn't, it's too late now. Okay, now it looks like everything is watered. There we go. Drop that off, and drop off our seeds. Excellent. And let's go down here. Ooh, we got a honey thing. Actually, 3 days. When is this? 4 days. Okay, so these are going to be a little off, but that's okay. We might wait for this to finish and then do that. The luau's already begun. Whoops. I got distracted, which is typical, but that's fine. Right. Chickies! Hello, hello! Hello, my lovelies. How are you? Oh, I'm so glad you are happy today, Nugget. And you as well, Blackberry? And Dad? Oh, we please Dad the chicken, y'all. And Tender. Oh, we are in a great spot today. Alright. What a lovely day. Ugh, this music just makes me feel like I can conquer anything. I love that for us. Good morning, Cherry! Stream is going quite well. We have unlocked the minecarts, which is a big deal in Stardew Land. We can finally zip around the map. And we've been earning some Shola. It's been a lovely time. We've just been vibing. We were talking about all kinds of fun and silly things on the stream. I hope you're having an excellent day today. How are you doing? Right. Currently... Oh, wait, nope. We're off to the luau, but I almost forgot the important thing, which was we need our luau ingredient to add. I could add a seaweed and be chaos, but we're not doing that this time. As I just finished explaining to chat, it is actually very beneficial to gain friendship early on, and pretty much everything will be closed anyway, so not a ton of point in putting off what we need to do this early in the game. Like, there's not a ton of things that we can do without access to shops and merchants and stuff, and everything's closed on festival days. So, may as well earn us some free goodies and give us this, and we'll drop off this good cauliflower to aid with that. Gather that. We're also going to continue to be trash gremlins until it stops being beneficial. Who knows? Maybe one day we will get lucky and get the trash hat, and then we can truly live our trash gremlin lives in Stardew Valley. That's basically who I am at this point. Well, we got a piece of broken glasses. That's nice. Who keeps breaking glasses and losing them? I'm doing great. Oh man, no more shorts in the soup. Yes. Unfortunately, I was not able to befriend Marnie fast enough to do that, but I might save them for next year, if I'm being honest with you, which would be very funny. Look sharp, blah blah. Lovely occasion, Stardew Valley. Okay. So we're gonna get our free friendship points. I'm not reading all of these, but if anybody is curious what they have to say, shout at me. Let me know. I can, even if I've already talked to them, I can probably tell you what they said because I've played this game so much, or I can read the line more slowly. But for now, we're just getting our free friendship points and talking to everybody. You must complete all the dialogue, so when they don't have a little chat box over them anymore, that means they don't have anything to say. And that's what you want. I'm thinking maybe next year we will do the mayor's shorts in the soup. That sounds pretty funny, especially because I know for a fact that we can befriend Marnie, put the shorts in the Grange display, Lewis will get mad, but let us get the shorts back, and then say, oh, well, just bring them to me tomorrow. So he doesn't require us to give the shorts back after embarrassing him at the Grange display. So we might just hold on to it for the next year's luau. And I am anticipating that this game will probably take a little bit longer than a single year playthrough. I'm kind of curious if how quickly one could speedrun this, but if we get there, I will throw the mayor's shorts into the soup. Y'all can quote me on that. Clip it if you want. I won't stop you. Yes. There we go. If you could quit being weird at Maru Harvey, that'd be great. Alright, there we go. And talk to them and do that. And there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Lillian always forgets it's the luau, and I feel kind of bad for him. This is true, Sam. Why should we care about some old guy? It's because we're all schmoozes, and that's fine. Alright. Okay, let's check real quick and see if we talk to everybody. Linus is not here that I'm aware. Oh no, he's on the spit. What am I saying? Sorry, Linus. There we go. Right. I don't think we are able to talk to the wizard. Or did we? I guess we did. Never mind. Penny. Oh yeah, because he's down at the docks talking to the merfolk. That's right. Gus and Pierre. Where is Pierre? Gus is... Oh, there's Gus. I'm sorry, Gus. Not the sandflies. How dare they ruin Gus's great food. Does Pierre not have a shop? Oh, shit, y'all! Shit, I don't know if Pierre has a shop! Fuck! Fuck! Oh no! Oh no! Did I maybe I just passed it. I don't know. Oh no. No, okay, easier. I definitely thought that he was just like, I don't even have enough money to run a shop at the luau. Oh no, okay, we're not that terrible yet. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, you know, schmooze the mayor, I get it, alright. Any decorations we want? Or, ooh, a starfruit. Not worth 3,000, but, yeah. Not really feeling decorations yet. Okay, let's see. Fucking Pierre, it's true. We were yelling at Pierre and calling him an asshat for a wide variety of reasons, and he is one. I happen to agree. Alright, let's toss our cauliflower in here. There we go. Added cauliflower to the soup. Which actually, I love a good cauliflower in soup. I don't know how we feel about cauliflowers in chat, but I like a good cauliflower soup. But yes, the governor seems hungry. Let's start. Alright. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put in high-quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. He'll regret it next year. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? Cauliflower tasty, yay! Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. I don't know what kind of voice he has, but... Slurp. Slurp, slurp. Huh. He's vibrating. Oh my, that's the best soup I've ever tasted. Hey, the governor is a fan of cauliflower. We love that for us. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Look at him going to town. Oh, man. And Lewis takes a little sip. All right, it's delicious. Wonderful job, everyone. Now, who else wants a taste? And we all swarm over to the soup. Although, it's people have kind of pointed out that it's a little weird to have the idea of a potluck soup, where you just have an entire, like, soup that people are contributing random ingredients to. It feels like there should be some control over what gets put in there. So, like, why would Marnie allow us to put in the mayor's shorts or seaweed or something that just doesn't make sense? Like, It's a cute idea, though. Like, if you ran it with a nice group of friends, or, like, you know, people you generally trusted to not inherently fuck with people, and, like, maybe add something super spicy or bitter or whatever, it could be really good. I love the idea of a communal soup, but I don't know if I would do it with the whole community. Even one as small as Pelican Town, I'm not sure. Not sure how I feel about that. Mark. There we go. Alright. Governor was right. Soup is out of this world. Time to head home. Alright. There we go. Blink. If you had some planning, it would be cute. Yeah, I agree. I mean, potlucks are kind of hard to run in general, but I agree that the concept is a good one. It's pretty fun. Right. Let's drop those. You gotta agree on a flavor palette. Yeah, absolutely. Because there's a ton of ways to do soup. I mean, like, an Asian-style soup is way different than, you know, a traditional, or, like, European, like, French onion-y type soup. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like it could be fun to mix a bunch of stuff together, but you have to agree on, like, a genre, or, like, yeah, a flavor palette is a good way of putting it as well, Kashi. Have you heard of the perpetual soup? No? What is the perpetual soup? Is this like those arguments that people like to make online where, like, everything is a soup? It's like, they're not wrong, but it's just goofs. Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we're gonna do this evening. Nothing I can think of at this moment. Where are we at? Oh no, I did forget to water one day. Shoot! These are now off by a day. I might wait just to put them back on the same cycle, which is a big shame, but or maybe we'll just let it go. All right. All right, and these are ready tomorrow. Perfect. Start getting hops soon, at least. I'm thinking of the image I saw that said, "Pro tip: soup is customizable. Nope, go wild. Nope, but know your limits." Yeah, I think that's very good advice when it comes to soup, because there's a lot of different ways to make soup and a lot of different tasty types of soup. But definitely a bit off. Thank you for the reminder, Nightbot. I just took my stretch break, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. But always good to check the old posture. There we go. Yeah, chat. If you need to take any of that advice for yourself, please do. There we go. And oh yes, the unusual amount of shells. We want to go to the beach tomorrow. Beach, 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 beachy, beach, beach. Hydrate! Thank you, Phoenix. I will hydrate. And y'all feel free to take those cues, not just for me, but for yourselves as well. Be sure to hydrate. Anything important? I am expecting somebody to come by the house, chat, so they're supposed to fix some of our stuff, so if you see me checking things, it is not to ignore you, I promise. Alright, perpetual soup is a type of soup that is literally the luau soup. Essentially anything you add is found, and because of it, is almost never emptied. However, it doesn't develop anything bad because it's constantly cooked at consistent heat and never spoils. Oh, you know, I have heard of that concept, and I do really like that. I just feel that there needs to be a certain amount of trust in the community involved, you know? I love the concept. I think the concept is absolutely fantastic. Ooh, our copper axe is ready. Perfect. But yeah, I think there needs to be trust in the community who's adding to this perpetual soup. But I love the idea of it. I love anything along those lines. So, big fan. Tomatoes! Excellent. Right, we're gonna save a couple of tomatoes, because we do want to cook with them, mostly. But I will also sell a few. So that is delightful. Do love that somebody used that concept. I imagine that was a very popular method of sharing food in older days. And that sounds really neat. Tomats! Yep. Gotta get the tomats. Right, we're going to the beach. Reminding myself constantly, because I will forget otherwise. We're gonna go to the beach. I am not sure what else we're gonna do today. I kind of want to go by Joja and see what our next goal is, because I forgot to write it down. I could look it up, rather than walking all the way to Joja. And in fact, I might, but we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. If anybody is able and wants to look it up and post it in chat, I am not opposed to seeing what our money goals in the future are going to be. I will probably write it down once I have the info myself. So. But no pressure. Just if someone wants to, that'd be helpful. Alright. Yoink. Ooh, we got hops today. Hello, dog. Are you enjoying walking through the blueberry plants? That sounds delightful. Right. Hops. Hop, 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 hop. When you were a kid, did you ever hear the story or read a book about stone soup? Yes! Wow, that just unlocked a childhood memory. I do not remember all the specifics of it, but I absolutely remember stone soup. The idea that, like, I think it was based on just, like, a poor family, and, like, all they had was stones to add to the soup, but then people just kept adding stuff over and over to the soup until it became a really good soup. I think that was the gist of the story. That's what the luau reminds you of. Yeah, that's really valid. I love that. I never thought about it that way, but I love that. Alright, pet, 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 pet. We got a big storm coming tomorrow, chickies, so we'll have to take care. That's okay. Right. Nope. I wanted to open the gate. There we go. Let the chickies out. Right. And more mushies. Love that for us. But yeah, I think the luau is very similar to the stone soup. And it is a perpetual soup, basically. So it's just a really cool idea. I'm a fan of that. I dig it. Right. We are going to need some pale ale, I think. Hops are what make... Yeah, hops are what make pale ale. So we are going to save a couple. But we're also going to sell some, because we're going to get a ton of hops, and eventually it won't be worth it. So we're just gonna do that. Boop. Pine tar. Drink. Man, this tree does not want to grow. Period. It says no thanks. No thanks on the whole growing thing. Oh well. That's okay, buddy. Everybody grows in their own time. Alright. Let's sell some stuff. And whoop. There we go. Okay. I think this is all fine. We're gonna go and... Oh! Let's go to Pierre's and see... You should be open now. Let's go to Pierre's and see if we can grab that backpack. Joja's does not have the backpack upgrade, I just noticed. It's kind of funny. I wonder why they wouldn't just move it over there, but I guess Pierre still has some things to sell us. Pretty sure it's 10k? Yeah, alright. We're doing that. That's worth it. It's a bit low on the money front, but it's worth it. Oh, don't worry, Pierre. I already bought my summer seeds, because I'm trash, and decided to buy them from Joja. Oh my god. That's very funny. Okay. We might actually make some time to swing by Marnie, because we need to start giving her regular gifts. Okay, right. Let's take a look. So, now, actually, I'm going to write down what all the costs are going to be, so that way I don't have to keep coming back. So, 1 second while I write those things out. Joja upgrades. So... let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, so we got mine carts. Those were 15k. Check. Let's see. What is the next least expensive? Panning. For 20k. the bridge for 25K. The greenhouse, which is going to be a really big priority, just to keep producing money, is 35K. And then the bus is 40K. Damn. This is it's going to be a lot of money, chat. Alright. It's going up on the wall. Got my whole wall of post-it notes with all my chat notes and things like that. Also some work notes, but mostly streaming stuff on that wall. It's very satisfying, and I have a ton of fun colors. See, we got lots of bright neons, which is exactly how I like to live my life. So, got all the fun colors to play with. Right. Now then. So, next goal is panning. Not wildly important, but I guess it wouldn't hurt, and we can start getting iridium from it, so that's not too bad. Colors, yeah! I'm a big color person. Colors just make me happy. The burst of serotonin from colors cannot be outmatched. It's very good. I used to think like, oh, you know, I am not a big girly girl, feminine, bunch of silly tropes about what I thought was appropriate for me to be and stuff. But, okay, Sam, good luck on your kickflip. But I realized that I like colors, so, pink may not be my favorite color, but I like pink. It's not a bad color, and it's like anything bright and vibrant and happy just makes me feel happy. It's good stuff. Right. Hello, Marnie. Let me drop off this. There we go. Right. Do I need anything from you? We will need a heater. Oh, that's only 2K? Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that, just so I don't forget later. I probably would. So we gave Marnie a sweet pea today, and we have 1 heart with her, so next in 135, so not too long. We will be able to get the shorts before long, chat. Don't you fret. Ooh, I just realized the merchant is here. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the heater. Whatever, let's go. I mean, internalized misogyny sucks, but I feel like that gets to all of us. But how could all colors be girly? I mean, colors shouldn't really have gender involved, is sort of where I'm at. Which, I mean, duh. I feel like that is the concurrent agreement, but I'll do that for 800. Nothing else. Thank you. I mean, color just really shouldn't have a gender. Like, color does not need gender because they're just colors. You can appreciate a color no matter how you identify and where you're from and all that kind of stuff. So, gendering colors is particularly foolish. I agree. It is not intelligent. Hello, Cheek. Right. We're going to leave this in our inventory, so that way I can go, why am I carrying around a sweet pea? And I go, oh, Marnie, duh! And then we'll go do that. Right, let's go drop off this heater. It's only 2 o'clock. I just feel like sometimes anything that isn't boring is considered feminine. Guys are only allowed boring colors. That doesn't make any sense to me either, Kashi. I thank you for saying that. Why can't men have fun, bright colors? Why is that a limit? The limit doesn't exist. Why can't people just have colors? I don't know. But, I mean, all the systems we have are quite silly, in my humble opinion. Ooh, 9 hours. Almost got some hot pepper jelly today. When are our pepper plants going to be ready? Ooh, tomorrow. Perfect. So we'll reset our crop of plants tomorrow. Love that for us. Yeah, just let people like colors. There's nothing wrong with it. If a guy wants to wear pink, let him wear pink. It was originally a male color anyway. Eat rocks. I realize that as a big proponent of the idea of letting people, it doesn't bother me when people do whatever they want. I don't have to like or understand what they like. I just am very passionate about letting people enjoy what they want to enjoy and letting them like what they want to like. As long as you are not actively causing harm to someone emotionally or physically, what does it matter what color you wear or, you know, what kind of stuff you like to do? Like, here's a great example that gets a lot of people's gears rolling for reasons I don't fully understand. Furries. I am not a furry, but, like, I kind of get it. And there's some great art, and, you know, people like to dress in fursuits. What is the actual harm of that? The only reason I've ever seen for people to be mean toward furries is, A, there are some people in the furry community who are a little weird, but you could say that about any community, for one. And for another, that doesn't mean that, you know, they can't just do whatever they want. They're not forcing it on you. Just don't consume the content. You know, block it. Like, don't engage with it if it really bugs you that much. Just let them live their life, you know? There's so many things like that we just try to gatekeep for no reason, or be like, oh, well, you're weird if you do this. Well, why? What is the point? Does it really bother you that much? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things like that. It's not just furries, but, you know, there's a lot of things like that seem very silly to me. It just doesn't really add up. People like deciding some people are free targets. Yeah, I think that's what really bugs me about it. I just, you know, there's nothing wrong with being who you want to be and doing what you want to do. Again, as long as you are not causing harm to people or forcing people, like religion, you know, not to get super controversial about it, but in my personal opinion, as someone who has gone through several religious feelings and movements and that kind of stuff throughout my life, I thought I was, you know, I believed one thing and then I didn't believe it, and then, you know, all that kind of stuff. The very simple version of that to me is... Ooh, this is actually pretty good. Ooh, look at that heel. That was nice. I have no issue with people being religious or believing in religion or doing anything like that. I have a problem when you force it on other people and believe they are wrong for not being you. The beauty of this world is that we are all different people. This is a really long tangent about silly stuff, but I don't know. It just sort of gets my goat sometimes that people can't just let people exist. Like, there's so many examples I could go into about this, but just, yeah. There's a massive controversy against guys and mass presenting folks wearing makeup and skirts. Like, it's such a harmless thing of, oh, guys can't wear makeup. I agree, Cherry. That pisses me off, too. What? Clothes are just clothes. Like, it's going to take a long time for that mentality to really change, I feel. But I feel like we're getting there. Like, I feel like folks in my generation and the generations coming after are definitely changing their mind. Like, again, even if you personally do not agree with it or you don't want to participate in it or whatever, you understand that it does not harm you, and, like, let them live. Let them do whatever they want. Because who cares? Like, we're only on this rock for a limited amount of time, and whether you believe there's an afterlife or not, we're here to have some joy and some fun in our lives. And if, you know, dressing in a fursuit or wearing a skirt or wearing makeup brings you joy, fuck it. Do it. Like, life is too short to be miserable. There's a lot of other things in life that make us miserable, and gatekeeping our hobbies or other people's hobbies is just so unimportant. Like, not only is it the right thing to do to just allow people to do it, but it's just so illogically ridiculous, in my opinion. You know? Anyway, that's a whole angry tangent to stick on, but it's just, yeah. That is why my mission statement is as clear as it is, because I believe a lot of things, and I believe it very passionately, and I'm okay with having differences of opinion in the how and the why, but if you can't fundamentally agree with general human rights and that people shouldn't be allowed to just be people and exist in a way that makes them happy, I don't think we're gonna get along, and it's my space, so I can tell you to GTFO if I want. So, that's why it is what it is. more than happy to talk about that with anybody if they ask nicely about, why I said things or why I believe one thing one way or another, but I'm not here to debate if people should be allowed to be happy. So. Right. Whack, whack, whack. There we go. Ooh, 89, actually. I didn't realize. We were just doing all that chatting, and we were sailing along. Love it. Right. Down we go. Amen to that. Thank you, Kashi. I am glad to have you and nice folks like you and Cherry and everybody else hanging out. Who kind of get what I'm putting down here. And I have a privilege to, sound like I'm angry, and I'm not a person of color. I'm not a black woman who is constantly told, like, oh, well, if you weren't angry, then we would listen to you, But it's because this stuff is important. So, kind of have to embrace it a little bit. Right. Can I have a way down, please? I actually have a bomb, which is more important than this clay. Let's drop it right here. This seems like a nice, juicy spot. Yay! Not blowing myself up. Okay. There's a purple thing over here. What is this? Is that a slime that's stuck against the wall? Oh, it is. It wasn't hurting me. That's pretty funny. I definitely thought it was like an item or something, but no, it was just a pink slime. Yay! Ooh, the obsidian edge. Alright, this might be our replacement. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Here, let's drop. There we go. Right. 18 to 35. -1 speed, 2 defense, 4 weight. 30 to 45, -1 speed, and 10 crit power. I think we're going to have to go with Obsidian Edge. I don't think we'll get rid of the Neptune's Glaive. It's handy in case I lose it or, whatnot. But I think we're good for now. Let's take our handy-dandy mine cards home. Ha! Rightio. Boop. Drop off. Chat, it is a really interesting disparity. I'm not going to harp on this for too much longer, but there is an interesting disparity between saying I'm not an activist and believing in things that activists are approaching, or believing in certain topics, or having beliefs in things. I find it kind of interesting that you can be seen as being an activist just for being outspoken about those things, whether you are or not. I personally don't want to, I don't want my voice, especially a white cis woman's voice, to take away from other voices in the conversation. It's really not that important. Just because I have strong feelings does not mean I need to be loud about it. But I don't consider myself an activist. I just consider myself an empathetic person who cares. And it is interesting how close those things are together sometimes. Anyway, I think that's my last thought on that subject. Let us put ourselves to bed, which I definitely did not do yesterday. I got really distracted playing Minecraft, in case you missed that earlier, and then my dog decided to wake me up really early this morning to be like, haha, nerd, should have gone to sleep. And it feels personal. Nina. She's downstairs sleeping right now. That must be nice, not being interrupted in your sleep. Why am I yelling at my dog? She can't even see me. Anyway, let's go to bed. All right. Oh, chat, actually, 1 second. While we're pausing here, I actually am going to if you did not see this morning, I did post a picture of the wakefulness culprit. So there's the link in the chat. You don't believe you need to be logged into Twitter to see it. But there's there's my very happy miscreant who is just delighted that I was awake at 6:30 to give her walkies. because that was the important stuff. Ooh, very happy today. Ooh. Ooh, man, that almost makes me tempted to try and push down to the bottom of the mines. That is a tempting notion. Oh, our melons are ready. Ooh, fuck these peppers. We're gonna need melons, chat. So many melons. We're gonna make so much melon jelly. Alright, I don't think we have kegs or anything, and we're not gonna get to kegs for a little bit here. No, I think it's like level 8 that we get kegs. Maybe level 9? So, I'm not gonna do that right now. There we go. Right. I'm gonna keep all the coffee beans together because those will still be useful. Oh man, so many melons. We are definitely gonna process these melons. Actually, this might just become a processing chest. Like all this stuff is gonna go elsewhere. Chest, I think, is what this chest is turning into, which is fine. It'll be less messy in time, so I'm not super worried about it. But for now, Demetrius is gonna need a melon, so we'll save a regular melon for him. Let's get these silver star melons on the go. In case you were wondering, quality of the crop does not affect what your preserve is going to be. It multiplies it only by the base sell price. So, there's your answer in case you were curious. If, like, Gold Star would make your produce sell for more, and it doesn't, I'm afraid. That's okay. Do I have any extra seeds that could go down? Ah, we do have 12 more melon seeds. Let's get those planted for sure. Okay, that actually might be worth going to buy some for. So we need 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I count that right? I don't know. Hang on. I'm not a math gay. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. See? It was 17 and I originally counted 13. See how much that wouldn't have helped? Ooh. Sorry, chicks, I forgot to close your door. Doesn't seem to make a difference if the door is open, but it makes me feel better for my little pixel babies if the door is closed. So, right. I just really care about the pixels. Okay. Boop. There we go. Right. Everybody's fed and happy. We love that. Could go to the mines. I just said I was going to do something. Shite! Melons! Melons! We're going to go buy melons. That's right. That's right. Okay. 17 melon seeds-ish. Actually 18 to fill in that spot that got struck by lightning. We'll aim for that. And we will try to stop by Marnie's to give her another gift for this week. We didn't go to the beach, did we? God damn. I had all these plans. It was going to be so great. I just immediately forgot. It's freaking typical, really. Oh, wait, my axe. I think I need to pick up my axe as well. Let's go do that. Hi, Clint. Do you have my axe? Thank you. Oh, man. I try so hard, chat. I keep little notes on the wall. I try to write everything down. But there's an octopus? Clint, why is there an octopus in your trash? What were you doing? Never mind. I shouldn't ask. But I try so hard. I keep notes, like, over here. I have little checklists and stuff, and I even try to update it after every stream. You know, all this stuff. Fuck me if I can't remember shit. Just, it does not happen. Oh my god. Okay. 7 days. 8 days. The fucking mood. Thank you for understanding, Kashi. I appreciate it. Which of these makes the best honey? I want to say it's... Okay, so sell price is 20... No. Sells for 99, okay. Yeah, so we want poppies. So let's get a poppy flower, actually. And then I also need 18 of these. Okay. Good. And we're not completely out of cash. That was what I was kind of worried about. I'm glad. But at least, if nothing else, y'all think it's funny when I'm just running around being like, I'm gonna do this! Fuck! I really forgot to do this! My animals keep complaining I haven't fed them, and I swear I did. Oh no! Are you actually putting hay down, or are you letting them feed outside? Because if you're letting them feed outside, it's possible that they haven't been able to reach the grass outside, or it might not be enough. Like, there has to be grass within a certain radius to keep the animals fed. If you're putting down hay in the actual area, I'm not sure. Usually let them feed outside, but sometimes I do both. That's fair. Just make sure that the grass is close by. I forget what the exact radius is, but you know, close enough, or in your pinned area, depending on how you do it. I don't usually do fences because I don't like upkeeping fences, but nothing wrong with fences. Just make sure you keep. I try to keep grass as close to the door as possible, and replant regularly. Yeah, if you're not sure, you could just feed them hay for a couple of days, and that'll probably fix it. I mean, the animals are rarely unhappy for longer than a day, so luckily that should resolve itself. Hey, trash cookies, our favorite! Woo! Alright. That will be very useful going to the mines, because it is a good luck day, so I'm really thinking that we're honestly just going to go to the mines, because it's a good luck day, it's raining, and I love mining in this game. I love it! And it's my stream, so I get to do what I find fun. Like, if somebody were to politely say, son, it's really boring when you only go to the mines, can you please do something else, you know, today, or play, you know, something else, I would consider it. But ultimately, my stream. I do what I want. I'm not opposed to suggestions, I just acknowledge that I have the right to refuse it, if I so choose. Oh, never mind. I was just like, I bought one extra because I needed this. Right, and let's get some fertilizer down on that. Just one. Boop. There we go. Do I need an octopus for a quest? I don't think so. I think I could just sell this. You need a squid for Willy. That's different. I'm gonna sell the octopus. Right. Oh, and we're gonna plant our, Ooh! Maple syrup! What the... Hey! Hey! What? Where did you knock down my tree? What the... Square up! Where the fuck? Ah! It struck one of my trees! I don't even know where. It just struck one of my trees. Like, y'all heard that. It struck one of the trees. Okay. I mean, okay. Let's... To be realistic, I'm not mad about it unless it struck one of my producing trees. But I heard it and I was like, excuse me! I'm right here! Oh my god. Okay. Right. So we got the poppy. That's gonna go up. Actually, can I make any speed grow? I think I could, actually. I think it's just pine tar and a clam, right? Clam. Speed grow. Hey, look at that. Ooh, DIY. We've crafted a bunch of stuff. That's always nice. And we're going to take just one speed grow. And we're going to apply that to this flower. Because why not? Rightio. These can all go in processing. This can go in here. Do I want to... Yes. Right. Bee house. We'll actually probably have to break in our our new axe pretty soon here, but not today. We are going to take cookies. I did want to go down to Marnie and drop off the sweet pea. It may take us a little longer, and it might give us a little less time in the mines, but, you know, it's okay. We'll be alright. There we go. Make a little circle around our flowers with the little bee houses. I am curious which tree it struck, though, if it just knocked it down, or sometimes when your trees get struck by lightning, they turn into coal trees. I can't remember if that's only for fruit trees or if it does apply to regular trees. But I'll have to look around and see if I can find that. As long as it doesn't strike one of my crops again, that would make me a little sad. I just don't have high enough foraging level. Yeah, I don't have high enough level yet. If I wanted to, I could boost some time, and I might want to. I might want to spend some time just chopping a ton of trees and boosting my foraging levels, if possible. Alright. There we go. Alright. It's at least a liked gift. Alright. And, where are we at? 72 points. Okay. Actually, it said 139, didn't it? Not me pulling up my computer calculator to figure this out. Hold on, chat. I'm now curious. 139 minus 72. Okay, so we might actually get her to 2 hearts with the next gift next week, which will reset tomorrow, actually. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Right. Up we go. Up and around. It's kind of cool, though, actually. I've never been on the farm when it struck a tree and, like, I heard the tree fall. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it's cool. Ah, mushies. There we go. Right. I don't want to take these red mushies. Did I already save one? No. No. This. There we go. Right. And then we're gonna sell the rest. There we go. And let's go ahead and take the minecarts since we're already here. I was gonna go around and then I figured, hey, minecarts, let's go. Quite pleased. Rightio. Down the mines we go. Are we going to make it to the bottom today, chat? I don't think so, but we are on floor 90, which is very promising. As long as we get to at least, like, 105. Or even just 100, actually. That'd be pretty freaking great. I'm setting the bar pretty high, asking for 10 levels, but we have been pretty lucky so far, and it is a good luck day. So it is a possibility. It is a distinctive possibility. Nope. I would really rather you not, actually. If you could kindly quit it. Quit it. Thank you. Right. No, not bats. Bats, please. Please. No bats. Bad bats. I learned some fun facts about bats yesterday, but it's not anything that I want to share with you. Get off. Get off! No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Shit. Ooh. Ah! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! I will share the fact when I'm not dying. Yeah! If y'all could fuck off, please. That'd be pretty great, actually. I would enjoy it. Thank you. Jesus. Okay. Oh yeah, we found the ladder. All right, perfect timing. So, the fun fact that I learned yesterday, I saw a video of a biologist talking about how they were tracking bats. Like they had like a little trackers on the bats that noted where they were from, where they were picked up, and about how old they were. I think. So they noted that they picked up a tagged bat, and they had already tagged this bat before, so they already had information on it, and it showed that the bat was 29 years old! 29! I had no idea bats could live that long. But it was thriving. It was just doing great, and it was freaking 29, which I had no idea. Yeah, 29. That's like almost as old as me. It is an old bat. I mean, I do enjoy the old timiness of calling someone an old bat. But yes, it was a very old bat actually. My bat is ¿Cómo se llaman el gente murica? De murica murciélagos. Oh my goodness. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, and murciélagos. Oh no. Okay. Right. Nope. Thank you. Phew. Our health is a little concerning, chat, and I did not bring as much food as I have been in the past. So I am hoping we get lucky here. But yeah, it wasn't even like, you know, those giant bats that live in the Philippines or anything. It was just a bat. I don't think it was like a Mexican freetail bat or anything, but it was just, it blew my mind that bats could live to be so old. I had no idea. 95, that's pretty good. Considering how tricky this run has been, 95 feels pretty good. Ah! There we go. Yeah, I never would have guessed either, Kashi. I thought that was really cool. I love a fun fact. Always feel free to share your fun facts in chat. I am always down for a good fun fact. Kablooey! No ladder. But you know, a bunch of magma geodes. Eventually we'll go through and crack open a bunch of these geodes and hopefully make some decent money or museum progress off of it, but for now, we shall continue. Oof. Our health is not looking great. Actually, we may as well leave. It's 11, and I don't want to waste that purple mushroom. Alright. Ooh. Mystery rock. There we go. Rubies. Like that. Okay. Let's go to the bus stop. And we're gonna drop off all our stuff. We're not dying. It's fine. We're not under 10 HP. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. I will be really embarrassed if something on the farm kills us. I'm waiting for that to happen now that I've said it, but there we go. Alright, I would stay up a little later, but let's just head to bed. Pet the pup. No, I want to pet my dog. Thank you. Right, into bed. Ooh, quality sprinkler, great shit. Cheese press, also great shit. Hardwood fences, not bad. If you're gonna build any fence, spend your time on hardwood. I personally build stone fence if I need something in between because wood is so valuable and stone is way easier to acquire, mostly because I like the mines. But hardwood is where it's at. Hardwood will break the least. Anything? Okay. Nothing yet. Good. I am, again, expecting somebody to show up and work on the yard outside, so I am keeping an eye out in case they try to contact me or anything. Clear all this. There we go. Cool. Rightio. Queen of sauce. Pancakes! Hey, we were just talking about that. Yum. Do love a good pancake. That is going to make me hungry. I'm going to be really hungry for pancakes now. Oh my god. Ooh, another storm tomorrow. Oh boy. Actually, okay. Pale ale for Pam. We have the hops, but we do not have the goods. Alright, are these gonna be ready? Okay, chat. Should I harvest all our blueberries now and then just sell in batch crops because they'll be ready one day after each other? Or should I wait and have all of them be ready at the same time? I'm not sure. For now, I am going to just try and water carefully. But I am conflicted about whether or not I should put them on the same cycle, or if I should just get all of them now. I don't see why you should wait. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's mostly a satisfaction thing, but I guess it wouldn't be bad to have batches of money coming through, so. Hello, Chick Cheeks. Are you going to come out? Yeah. Give you some pets. So, maybe we'll pick them. It's also just very satisfying to see them be picked. Right. Drop, 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 drop. There we go. Did I pet everybody? Always gotta check. Yay, 1.5 hearts. That's lovely. Love that for us. There we go. And Dad is happy. Wonderful. Alright. I love that we named a chicken Dad. It will forever not be funny to me that the chicken is named Dad. We have to impress our dad. Alright, I think I'm going to turn off the part of my brain that really likes the order of things, and I'm just going to pick them. Because it'll be nice to have batches of money, basically. There we go. And let's refill this. There we go. Also, it's very satisfying. We get all the blip 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 noises, which are just delightful. Farm looks so cute, especially with all the blueberries. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a little bitty farm right now, but I think it is looking cute. Too bad it's working for capitalism. It was fun. But I'm glad you think so, Kashi. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. I am actually planning, whenever I do the completion run, that I want to actually try to plan my farm and do cute paddock and stuff, which actually we could do anytime. Excuse me. Hiccups, please. But we could do that anytime, really. What is... Yes, I know that's ready. When is that ready? In 22 hours, 3 days. These I'm going to let set, actually. So we're going to wait on those. That'll be a little annoying, but harvesting all the bee houses at once, it just makes so much more sense and feels better. All right, we're going to save half and sell the rest. That's how we're going to be dealing with blueberries basically for the entirety of the season. Because we want to have enough to process, but we will get a crap load of blueberries. So we will not need all the blueberries. Just, a healthy amount of blueberries. Not a ton of point in saving gold star hops, so we'll sell those for a little extra cash. Right. Let's drop this off in our supplies. I think we're going to spend part of today, if not most of today, chopping trees. Because that is the easiest way. Let me clear that. There we go. That is the easiest way to get foraging experience. Every tree you chop grants a certain amount of foraging experience. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. That is for some actual Stardew expert. But I do know that chopping trees will give you more foraging experience, and we really need lightning rods. We have all the stuff to make lightning rods, but we are in dire need of lightning rods. So, tree chopping it is. I think we need a steel axe to deal with these. Yeah. Axe is not strong enough. That's fine. It's fine, I guess. Alright. Chop, chop, choppity chop. Chop, chop, choppity chop. We're approaching the 3-hour mark, which is normally when I would be wrapping up stream, but I'm actually feeling pretty good, other than being a little hungry. So, instead of stopping stream, kind of tempted to just take a little snack break in a little bit, and, use the bathroom and grab a snack to make sure I'm not starving, and then we might just keep vibing today. I don't know. It's kind of nice because my partner is out of town, so I have the whole house to myself. So now that Miss Neeners has been walked and fed and is now not complaining about life, I don't really have anything to do, which is really kind of exciting. I'm not visiting family or anything this time. No reason, I was just kind of stressed and didn't really feel like traveling, and my family didn't plan anything, so just kind of feeling like vibing. Vibes are good. But we'll see. I also like the idea of playing some Minecraft with y'all today. I don't know if anybody else would be interested in that, but yeah, nice vibes. Vibes are good. I am glad you think so, Kashi. I don't want to wear myself out or nothing, but I missed not streaming on Thursday. Like, it was the right decision. Don't get me wrong. It was very much the right decision not to do it. I needed to just veg out on the couch and not do anything. But I just kind of missed it. I would watch Minecraft. Oh, well, that's nice to hear. It's always nice to hear the feedback in the chat. So I am glad that would appeal to you, Kashi. I might switch over. Not anytime super soon, because we're kind of in the flow of things. But yeah, thinking I might do that after a little break-a-rooney. For now, we're gonna go up to the baths. We're gonna recover our energy, and then we're gonna chop some more trees. Not the most exciting day, but I think the foraging experience will be really helpful, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get the lightning rod recipe. There are so many things that are harder about a traditional community center run and way easier. The biggest, in my mind, being the free rewards you get from the community center. Whether you use them or not immediately, or they stay in a box forever, or whatever, there's so many useful things you get, and you just have to claw and scrape for the rest of it in Joja. Like, for the record, for what it's worth, you can, sell everything, you don't have to save anything, you don't have to remember what's in each bundle, and that's awesome, but I would have gotten... Oh, now it's gonna bother me. Go on. Okay, now we're at the top. Alright. But by now, we probably would have unlocked some of the stuff that lets us get lightning rods in the community center, and we would have just gotten those for free! But now I have to kind of think about it and hope that my farm doesn't get struck by lightning again. So, that's a whole thing. Wait, there's a heart. Can I see? Look at that. You guys see the little heart? I never noticed that. Somebody was writing notes. It's cute. Items for women. How you can tell this was made by a cis man. We love you, Concerned Ape, but we can tell. Abigail's locker. Stinks pretty bad. Oh, Abigail. Penny's locker. There's a fairy bathing suit inside. That's adorable. But I do like this little heart. I wonder who wrote that. Or drew it, I guess. Okay. Time to chop trees. Here to shit on Lewis and chop trees. And Lewis isn't here right now, so chopping trees it is. Chip, chop, chip. Chop, chip, chop. I'm glad you find it funny, Kashi. It occurred to me that, I don't have to yell at Lewis all the time. But then I'm like, but what's the fun if I'm not doing a chaos run in which we are not yelling at Lewis all the time? Because Lewis sucks. He just sucks. Oh my god. Maybe while I'm doing this, we can make a tier list for who is the worst in Stardew Valley. Who is objectively the worst? Okay, so here's the big question, chat. Do we put Lewis or Morris at the top of the list? I'm going to put Pierre in a solid, second place, or, after one of those two guys. Where's the fun in not eating Stones and Lewis? You have a point, Fruit Potato. Also, hi again. Good to see you. I like the choppy chop. Yes. Pierre stinks but, like, at least for the most part, he tries to be a good person. Like, it's more subtle. Like, Lewis is just casually over here being like, oh, no one's run against me, tee-hee, you know, and, like, I'm just pretending to care, even though I'm definitely going to yell at children, blah, blah. Morris is a businessman. This is true. And we are, you know, I put it in my notifications and everything. We're pretty, like, despite our capitalist tendencies, we are pretty anti-capitalist in this chat. So, Lewis is spending taxes in a solid gold statue of himself. That is a true point. You do bring up a solid point. So my biggest thing with Lewis is not only is he selfish and doesn't spend money on the town that he says that he needs to, bribes the farmer to stay quiet, like you just said for Potato, he also is just an absolute fucking dick waffle to Marnie. Just actually awful, and Marnie deserves better. Like, Marnie is a sweet and delightful little bean, and deserves to be with Marlin, who is way cooler. The thing about Morris's presence he isn't in my presence as much as Lewis. That is fair. So it makes sense to put Lewis on top for recency bias. Marnie does deserve better, though. I would love her being with Marlin very much. I'm actually leaving this tree up because it comes up in a cutscene, and I like it. So, but I bet somebody has, but I would love to actually read a fanfic where Marnie ends up with Marlin, and they go on cute little adventures together, or he, like, brings her back cute souvenirs from his adventuring days, and it'd be really cute. But yeah, I'm 100% on the Marnie-Marlin ship. It's way better, and Marlin is cool. I don't know, I feel like he would be the kind of person who would just sit quietly and listen to all of Marnie's little animal stories, because he's not, like, much of a talker, which is perfectly fine. But I think that would suit Marnie really well, because it would let her just kind of talk, and he would just sort of enjoy listening to her talk about what she's passionate about and what she's excited about. Whereas Lewis makes her stay quiet and acts like she's, you know, less than, or like he's sitting there talking to the farmer while she's just staring at him dreamily, and I don't know. The flower Nancy compliments her, but is too shy. Lewis is just like, ew, the town can't know, lol. That's fair. I'm glad you like those vibes too, Kashi. If I were into fiction writing as much, I might think about writing it myself, but it just hasn't been happening a lot lately. Alright, it's gonna be rainy tomorrow, so we're gonna close this. But yeah, I like the vibes. I think it'd be cute. I'm gonna go hunting for Marnie Marlin fanfiction. Oh man, you know, do be careful, do read the tags, but if you find anything good, let me know. If I can't find it, I shall create it. I support that notion entirely, Fruit Potato. Alright, we did water everything this time. Still here lurking. Hey, friend! Welcome back from your lurks. I hope your furniture assembling adventures were successful. Much appreciated for keeping the lurk up. Not a requirement, but always welcome. We're gonna go to sleep. We're currently engaging in some anti-Lewis discourse because Lewis fucking sucks! We were trying to figure out who's the worst in town, and I think we're all agreeing that Lewis is on top as being the worst. Morris, by principle, exists in, like, maybe the number 3 slot, and I think Pierre's number 2. And I'm putting I'm putting Clint at 4, because Clint is still a terrible person, and he does the whole, well, I'm a nice guy, so Emily should like me, which immediately makes me but I think he's mostly just awkward. I don't think he's doing it intentionally to be a bad person, but he gives off bad vibes, so he's still on the list, you know? I made a rolling cart, and we had a party with the cat under the sheets while we were making Nana's bed. That's so cute! I love that. Clint needs help. See, that's the big thing, is Clint isn't a great person, but Clint just needs help, mostly. I am more concerned that Clint gets help than I am, like, Lewis can eat rocks, but Clint needs help more than he needs scrutiny. Like, he needs scrutiny in the guise of, hey friend, you're not really acting in a way that's very helpful or very welcoming, and you're not treating Emily like your friend even though you want to be her friend. Maybe talk about some therapy, like, you know. I mean, all of them need help in different ways, but, you know, listen, we validate therapy in this chat. I think, you know, therapy and self-care in not just the, you know, cutesy bubble bath ways, but in the hard ways of, like, taking care of yourself. Like, those are all really important things, and we don't disagree with that. Ooh, another storm tomorrow. Oh boy. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of help that is certainly needed in this town for most folks. I think, again, you can very clearly tell this game was written by a cis white man whose problems are very different than other people's. Which is why I'm personally very interested in the diversity mod and might do that for the completion farm, because I feel that'll be an interesting addition, because it drastically changes everyone, and I think it even gives new dialogue, which is really cool. That kind of stuff. Let's see. He gives nice guy vibes, but he isn't aware. Like, Lewis is a bad person. He makes bad decisions. Clint is extremely socially awkward and just needs some help. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with Clint. That's why I still have him on the list as being kind of a shit person in town, but I think he can be helped more easily than some of the other folks that we've been talking about. Oh yeah, good timing, Strelements. If you're just hanging out, vibing in any capacity, please know that I really appreciate you, and you are great, and I enjoy having you here. You make doing this really fun for me, and I appreciate it a lot. And you don't have to be chatting all the time, even just lurking and listening to my shenanigans or rants against, people in this town. All of it's greatly appreciated, so thank you for being here. I might need to work on the timers so they're not right next to each other, but I do agree still with the context of that statement. But Shane is up there with the early hearts, but his later hearts redeem him. Yeah. See, I think the thing about Shane in particular is Shane needs help and gets help, and that's what makes him better. I don't think it perfectly, he does apologize a little bit, but he's just like, it's just because I don't trust strangers, which I feel like that's sort of a lame excuse. Like, you should just own up to the fact that you were kind of a toxic person, but hey, not everybody's perfect, and at least he gets help. It's better than most people in the town, so, yeah. I would agree Shane is up there, but he's not one of the worst people. He does get better, and mostly, like, the stuff he says is rude and definitely not really excusable, but I can kind of understand it from the context of he's really stressed and he doesn't feel like there's much going on. So, Shane is my husbando. I love him so much. That is fair. Shane's great. I really like Shane's redemption, and his scene with the blue chickens is really, really wonderful. I totally support and approve of that. Spirits are in good humor. Do I want to go back to the mines? Where are we at? Still not to foraging level. Where are we at on foraging? Ooh, only 20 experience? Alright, we're gonna spend at least a little time foraging. And then, how much more? 2 days. Okay, so it'll be annoying, chat. I know this is annoying, but we're just gonna leave it, and they're gonna be ready all at the same time, and it'll make so much sense. If some sweaty new person came up to me, I'd tell them to leave me alone, especially if I was in the trauma zone. That is fair. See, that's kind of why I give Shane a little bit of a pass. Like, I still think he would need, if he were a real person. These are all fictional characters, and what you can do within the context of a game is very different. But I feel there is a genuine conversation that would need to be had in which he apologized for being a shitty person. Like, in the trauma zone, we are not a good person, but that does not excuse you from being a bad person, Like, you can acknowledge, like, yeah, that was what was happening, but that doesn't excuse that I said really mean things to you. That's kind of the dialogue I would have liked Shane to take. Same, I married Elliot on a save file, and I have to keep reminding myself I can't divorce him just for Shane. I mean, you can, but I love Elliot. Elliot's great. He is on my personal save, and I really enjoy him, and his 14 Heart event is just the cutest. He goes on a little book tour, and he writes you, like, really sweet romantic notes. And he's just like, I cannot wait to be home on the farm in your arms and like all this stuff. I'm a sap, chat. Like, big time sap. Of all the bachelors, Elliot is definitely my favorite. I'm not huge on the bachelors, mostly because I'm really gay. And I like women. But of the bachelors, Elliot's definitely my favorite. But me and Elliot just had our first child. Divorce is no longer an option. Unless you get to the end game in which you can turn your children into doves. It's not even end game. You just have to get to the witch's thing and make an offering at her temple. At her little altar that turns your children into doves. Don't worry about it. Polyamory mod. True. I love that the polyamory mod exists. I would think about installing it. I'm not in any major hurry to do it for any reason, but it's a great mod. Can't support. Yes, I'm gay too. Yes, yes. That is 100% understandable. We're all just, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of gay in this chat and this space in general, so, you know. Holy shit, way to sway me toward Elliot. Listen, I think Elliot is worth a try on at least one save. Like, he's kind of boring at first, but then he gets really cute, and, like, it really hits the, like, sweet, I wanted to be a writer for a while in my life vibes, and, yeah, it's real cute. Just gonna marry all the sad men. The Shane, Seb, Harvey polycule. Ooh, that's a good polycule, though. Harvey's really cute. The only reason I stopped pursuing Harvey's probably, like, up there in the top brackets, but the main reason I stopped pursuing him is because his schedule is really annoying, and I got really tired of chasing him down here. That's basically it. It's the only reason I stopped. I mainly choose the bachelors because I can't choose between the bachelorettes. That is also valid. That makes perfect sense, because there's more good bachelorettes than there are bachelors. In my opinion. These are, again, all opinions. There's a ton of different ways to do things. Me and Harvey are too similar. Ooh, fun. I dig it. Maybe that's why I like the things. Maybe that's why I like hanging out in your streams, because you're very chill. And a nice person. Oh wait, I need to make some stuff. These, and lots of wood. Perfect. This is lovely. Right, so we're gonna make a couple of those. Back to lurking. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with us. I appreciate you hanging out in any capacity. Always delightful. Alright, I'm gonna put down one tapper. Which trees do I have this on now? This is an oak tree. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got at least representatives from all the main trees that we're going to do. Yes, valid. We support all the things. There's a ton of different... I like that all the bachelors and bachelorettes do appeal to people in different ways, though. I actually do think that's really nice, and it keeps the game kind of interesting. And it makes it fun to talk about with people. Which is why it's one of my favorites to stream and to share. Because there's just a lot to say, a lot to do. And always something different to learn or discuss. Another lad. Hello again, sir. We are having a bit of a... Kamsey finished her stream. She shouted you out a while back. Oh, thank you. I much appreciate that. I hope that Kamsey had an excellent stream. Let's see. Where are we going? I got distracted. Elliot, Shane, Seb, Harvey, Haley, Penny, and Leah. Ooh, that's a pretty good lineup there for a potato. I dig that. Those are all good choices. Big fan. Okay, let's grab some snacks and go to the mines. We're really close to hitting the bottom, and it's very exciting. I'm gonna make some field schneckles. Not me clicking the wrong button, wondering why it wouldn't close. There we go. It's a lot of fun. Oh, good. I'm always glad to hear that. Rightio. Let us scurry off to the mines. Gosh, now I'm trying to think if I have a, like, tier list for bachelors and bachelorettes in this game. I probably would put Maru at the top just because she's my girl, and I like her a lot. And she was my first person that I married, and she's really cute. I like it. I like the cute. And also she's a nerd, and I like nerds because I am one, but I also just really like nerds. So Maru's probably at the top. Hang on, let's look at this. So Maru's at the top. Emily is really high up there. I don't marry Emily that often, but I love Emily. Probably would put her at like 3. Who's number 2? Maybe Elliot at this point, honestly. I didn't think I'd like Elliot as much as I did. I appreciate Abigail, don't have a ton of strong opinions. Why can't we marry Gus? That's the real question. Gus should be an option to be married. Oh well. Let's see. So I guess if I were to put The bachelors and bachelorettes in the order in which I have or would want to marry them. Maru's first. I'm going to put Emily second, actually. And then I'm going to put Elliot third. Shane 4. Leah 5. Leah's a very solid beginner. That's not the right word. If you're new to Stardew, Leah is one of the easiest to romance early. So I feel like a lot of people end up on the Leah route, and Leah's really cute. So I feel like that's where we end up there. And then I'm probably going to leave the rest unranked just because I don't have a ton of strong opinions on them, but I will put Haley on the list toward the bottom. But I think Haley's great, and she has a lot of really good come-arounds. Like, if you like Shane's turnaround as a person, then Haley is really similar. And I really like how it was written. I wish I could romance Robin. You know, Demetrius is a rough husband sometimes. I've seen some discourse that suggests that he's just kind of, not like terrible, but he's just kind of annoying. And he's, people, I think it's also from people who are just like, but I wouldn't marry Robin. Which, I mean, fair. Robin's really cool. And also, she takes the piss out of Lewis, and we love that. Ooh, Kent! That's a good point. I don't know. I like Kent, and I want to be Kent's friend. I don't think I want to romance Kent, is how I feel about it. But I like Kent a lot. I like Kent opening up to you and trusting you as the player. He does have some pretty heavy PTSD stuff, so if anyone is interested and you don't know anything about him, please know that he is a former soldier and does have military PTSD. And that does come up in cutscenes, so it can be a little tough. Just a friendly content warning. Kent sends me bombs. He understands me. Fruit potato, that does appeal to your chaotic nature. I completely understand. Right. Let us go. Whack, whack, whack. Whack. Just get bonked. I will say that Kent sending bombs in the mail is concerning, but extremely useful. So, mixed feelings. Come out of here, slime. And you, bat. Shoo. Get. Thank you. She willikers. Everybody's being very aggressive today. Oh, man. Rightio. Okay. Choppity chop. Ooh, we get some fun mind music. Whack. Aha. Oh. Wow, 2 ladders. They really want me to go down. Aha! I'm glad I checked, though. More diamonds! Okay. Right. I am very tempted to try and marry Haley on this farm. If we're gonna do any socialness, I would be curious to try romancing Haley. Mostly because I don't feel a lot of people give Haley a chance. Again, we talked about the odd disparity between Shane and Haley and how they're really similar in arcs, but people don't give her a chance, but they always give Shane a chance. A little weird, but I thought that might be fun. And since this is like low-key Chaos Run, I thought that might make some sense because, it's doing the unexpected. Like, Joja is not the typical route you take in this game, nor should it be. Especially not your first run. I would argue Community Center is actually easier because it gives you a clear guide of what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to grow in a game that doesn't give you a lot of guidance and expects you to kind of figure it out or have seen it, which a lot of people like about it. And it makes it very good to share and to watch because you're always learning something. But if you went in blind on Joja, I can kind of understand why maybe you didn't like the game so much. Because I've seen some people say, oh, well, I accidentally played on Joja and I just haven't tried again because it was just, it wasn't that fun and whatever. And I didn't get attached to anybody, and that's fair. And it is heartbreaking to do Joja. I agree with you, Fruit Potato. It's heartbreaking, especially once you see the potential in what what could have been. Like, if you do the community center route first, and then you see just how sad and the town is, or like what opportunities are missed because you didn't do the community center route, or it just is real sad. No, I'm not hitting them with a copper bar. Admittedly, that would be kind of funny to just bat up the side of the head with a copper bar, but alas, no. Alright, taking that. Star Trap! I forgot we get one at 100. Sorry about if I bonked my mic a little bit. I'm not used to having the clip on. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's... It's strange, but the taste reminds you of cola. Because I'm a fiend! Oh no! I was so excited, and then I remembered we're doing this. And then I remembered we're doing this. Let's carry on, shall we? Oh my lord. I thought it would be funny! When I first picked it. I thought it would be funny. It is. It's just funny in a sad way. Cola over Pepsi. Okay. I picked cola because in game it's Joja Cola. So that's my excuse. Also, in real life, I do not drink soda. If I do, it's begrudgingly or mixed into cocktails. It's just, I don't really like soda. The carbonation doesn't make me feel good. It always comes up my nose in a really painful way, and I don't like it. So I can't say I have strong opinions, but my father is an avid drinker of Diet Pepsi, so I'm sure he would also feel outraged that I put down cola. But to be fair, it was a Joja Cola reference. So, it was at least on purpose, you know. Oh man. Hang on. There we go. Just making a marker for myself. I need to figure out some mods. I can, like, y'all are fine, and there's not a ton of folks. Another Diet Pepsi fan. Yeah, my dad's pretty great. He's always been very supportive of me, and he can be a little hard on me sometimes, just because, mostly over financial stuff, because I don't really do math, and my dad's a big math person, so he just doesn't really get it. But I love my dad a lot. Always been a dad person. I would say daddy's girl, but the internet. I mean, it's still true. It's still true. I am very, very close to my dad. He's actually coming to visit me in a couple weeks, chat. I will be taking some time off because I don't really feel like streaming while he's here, but only 33% of people on Earth can do math good. Sure. But my dad is coming to visit in a couple weeks, which I'm really excited about. Gonna have a good time. Gonna take him to some car shows around, and we're gonna go play putt-putt. And we're gonna just hang out with my dad, who I haven't seen in close proximity in ages, you know, because of the pandemic and all. So that's really exciting. The other 77% can just barely do maths. Hang on a second, that doesn't add up. I may not be the maths, but This is funny though. But yes, we have a running joke that we need to buy Diet Pepsi for when my dad comes, so that way he has something to drink, because he does drink, like, I think a liter of Diet Pepsi a day. That's not a good habit. I can't endorse it, but it's one of those things where he's just like, I'm old, let me have my fun. And we're like, okay, Dad. So, I think it's funny. I realized after I typed that and thought if I stayed quiet, no one would notice. That's fair. It's just funny. It just made me giggle for Potato. You're fine. See, I thought you were just doing it to be purposefully funny. Like, yeah, you know, we're so bad at math that even the numbers don't add up. Oh, that'd be funny. But Oh man, not an infested area. Okay, but it's 104. We're about to get to 105, so we're gonna try to clear this as quick as possible. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I know it's getting late, but we have the minecarts. Hopefully that'll help. Okay. Okay, no enemies. Good. We want as few enemies as possible, chat. It's 12:20, and we're on the last level before an elevator. I normally would not recommend this, but we're gonna give it a shot. Because I'm feeling feisty, and that's it. Nope. Nope. Fuck off. No! Oh, no! Oh, no! Thank you for saving me, Linus. What did I lose? Oh no. Okay, I lost only 2 items and 900 gold. Oh, not my diamonds! That kind of sucks. Damn. Well, he's already closed, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, let's let's go home. Linus is the best. We support Linus in this chat, 100%. Linus would be a good romanceable option, but I get why they don't want you to romance Linus, and I'm not sure I would want to. Just because we kind of infringe on his way of life, and Linus deserves to live how he wants to. Okay, well, at least we made it out with most of our stuff. I might go by Marlin and see if I can pick up... oh yeah, it's actually storming again tomorrow. That's exciting. But I actually might go by Marlin tomorrow and see if we can buy back our diamonds and get those back in the mail. There's a sneaky slime there trying to kill me again. Number 1, Linus. Number 2, Marnie. Number 3, Marlin. Number 4, Willie. And number 5, Robin. That's a pretty good top NPC list, to be honest with you. Let's drop these off. And we're going to drop that off. And I'm just going to eat this because I don't want it. And it'll recover me a small bit. There we go. Let's pet the dog. And go to bed. Gotta pet the dog, chat. Yay, level 5 foraging. Perfect. Ooh, do we want more wood or double chance of foraged items? Wood. And level 7 mining. Not bad. I'm pretty in agreement with your list. I think I'd put Gus on the list pretty high, though. Regular 5k is feeling real good. Okay. Whoop. Pet puppy. Very good. Beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Alright, so our rain luck is running out. That's okay. Spirits are neutral today. Not so bad. Okay. Let's get some more jelly on the way. I wanted to, but I didn't want to pass out after already passing out, so... Gus is number 6, but only because I love the other 5 more. That's valid. I respect that. I just personally, I think I would put Gus a little up on the list, because Gus is great. We love Gus. Let's do some more melons, because that's just good cash. There we go. But yeah, we love and support Gus in this house. Right. Get some of these. Ooh, no. We don't want to eat it, so let's get our stuff. Oh, they killed another one of my melons. God dang it. I really need a lightning rod, chat. I could also really use the batteries, so it'd actually be really nice, but oh well. Okay, and I'm saving corn specifically because I want to be able to make tortillas, because there's some useful stuff you can make with tortillas. So that's why we're doing that. Actually, I think the silver peppers will be our processing stuff. And we're going to drop these off. There we go. Okay, let's see what else is happening. Ahaha. You're almost done, right? One day. Alright. We're pretty close to being able to get these. Everything else is watered. Oh, God! Y'all saw nothing. Hey guys, welcome back! This is day 16 for the first time. Definitely not restarting because we hit one of our growing crops. Definitely, yeah, exactly. Saw what? You didn't see nothing. Alright, this is why we have the checkbox on. There. Now, the thing that didn't happen. Right. Also, we didn't miss much, so I'm not too worried about it. But it also was funny, so... Alright. I'm gonna do another one. There we go. Added another stream marker. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna drop all these off. Splendid. Drop the corn off. Did I? No. Okay. Need to restart our, let's put in some new melons that we definitely never put in, chat. Let's do that. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Actually, pause when everything is open, that's fine. Don't need that. There's different bite noises? Bizarre. I love that you can mute animal noises, though. That's funny. Let's see. I remembered there being an option to turn off the flashing effects for lightning, but that might be a mod instead, which is fine. Oh well. Oh, there. Show flash effects. I'll leave it for now. If there's any issues, though, let me know. Drop those off. Drop that off. There we go. Right. Let's go check on the chickies. Chicky. Hello, chicky chicks. Hello. Thank you for the eggs. I appreciate it. And we're gonna get some hay. There we go. And drop. Perfect. Oh, I was wondering why I didn't pick up eggs, and then I realized I already started the eggs. Amazing. Okay, did I pet everybody? Takes me only an extra second to check, so there we go. Everybody's all petted and happy. Love it. And we're gonna wander off. Okay. Let's see. I'm actually going to take just a second here and look up when we get lightning rods. Because I don't remember when they unlock. Foraging level 6. Ah, so we're one level off. I see. Do we want to spend more time foraging? Maybe. Right-yo. Ooh, mysterious rumbly noise. Right. 20k. We're actually not super far off from getting that 20k, realistically. Hey, Shane. No, not Pierre's General Store. What? What do you want? Go away. I mean, okay, that's fair. Time to forage in the trash. Boop. Okay. Let's, I'm actually sort of tempted to buy the better fishing rod from Willie. Like, we're getting closer to getting that second goal already. But I feel like it would be nice to, get... Let's see. Really? Marnie doesn't like grapes? Seems a little weird. Oh well. But yeah, it seems like it would be nice to get the fishing rod early on. Boop. Let's see. That way we could be regularly kicking in money, and fishing seems like the easiest way to just passively be making money. And having a good rod would be helpful to add, bait and stuff. Oh, hey! Ahoy! Come in, make yourself at home. Alright. Checking out the squishies. Aye, that's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Just make sure to wash your hands good after dipping in those juices. The aroma has been known to linger for up to 7 weeks, miss. Why did I put my hand in it? Don't put your hands in mysterious substances. I don't know who needs to hear this in chat. I really don't. But don't do that. Okay. Am I enjoying fishing? Yes, I'm enjoying fishing. I mean, I'm enjoying fishing because I have the mod turned on, but I like Willy, so... Lady after his own heart, that's what we're gonna be. You can always count on a lady who fishes. Can you? That's what my old pappy used to say, at least. Ha! Fair enough. Well, keep it going. Even if you catch every fish in these waters, I got a special prize waiting for you. I wonder what you get for catching all the fish. Pulling a lurky lurk. Hey, Camsy, what's up? Let's come what's wrong. But hi! Enjoy your lurky lurk. I appreciate you being here. Lurking or chatting, I super appreciate having anybody in my space. I hope you enjoy the shenanigans, of which there is always a lot. Okay, business has been tough lately. It all started about the same time that old community center fell to ruin. The fish just don't sell like they used to. Oh boy. Working double time to make ends meet here. Ooh, shit, chat. I never considered. Can you even go to Ginger Island without completing the community center, or does it still unlock after Joja? I'm very curious. No time for my own projects, but if things picked back up around here, I might have the time to show you something. Hehe, yep, she's back there. An old friend that's seen better days. Oh? Really? Someday, miss. You'll see what I mean. Maybe we will. I like that they added more depth to Willy with the Ginger Island edition. It's very good. Willy, take all my gold. That's fair. Willy is great. We support Willy's vibes very much. Yeah, we're just gonna jump. Fuck it. It's a one-time purchase. We're gonna jump to the iridium rod. It's expensive, but it'll be very worth it, chat. We're gonna have a lot of really good fishing out of this, and it's gonna be really worthwhile. It costs us a bunch of money, but we'll make it back, and we'll make it back even faster with a good iridium rod that can allow us to use both a lure and some bait. Boop. Boop. Nope. My hair wasn't so popular with the ladies. I swear I'd shave it off in a second. Alex is the worst bachelor, and if you like Alex, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry to have hurt your feelings. I'm not sorry about saying Alex is terrible, because he really is, and I don't... If we're talking about characters that have an arc, at least Shane actually gets better and treats you like a person. Alex buys you a salad at dinner! Alex is the worst dateable character. I agree with you. People think it's Haley. It's Alex. Alex is the problem here. Drop off my clams. Clam, clamity, clam. Right. Have we gotten any fishing stuff yet? I don't think so. There we go. But yes, Alex is by far the worst, in my humble opinion. He's just awful, and like, okay. I would be curious, and I might look up his dialogue later, but he made fun of me because I missed catching the ball. Yeah, see, and like, he also acts like, oh, well, you're a girl, so you wouldn't be interested. Like, the casual misogyny all over the place just does not make me want Alex to be my friend ever. And I'm really mad that we're gonna have to befriend him on the completionist run, because you have to befriend all characters, and I'm not excited about that. Also, all of his favorites are really annoying to come by. Like, look at this, chat. Look, we're gonna use our mods for snooping here. Where's Alex? Probably have one heart with Alex. Yeah, just because I've talked to him a couple times. Okay, so Alex's favorites are complete breakfast, which is very annoying to make, especially early on, and salmon dinner, which requires that you actually have salmon. Like, normally a lot of the fish dishes are just like, oh, any fish will do. This requires you to actually use salmon. And as I recall, it's salmon, amaranth, and kale, which are all really rare, expensive shit. What are you doing with your expensive taste, Alex? What the fuck are you doing? Am I pointing the right way? No. Alex! What are you doing? Alex is a douche canoe. Yep. Alex, I will laugh at you when you fail at working on the farm and taking care of animals and mining all in one day. Exactly, Potato. He couldn't handle it if he wanted to. I'm gonna talk smack about him because it's funny. And also because he's terrible. Right. Actually. There we go. One more marker for me. There we go. Right. Nope, not clicking on those. Okay. Now, do we want to break in our new rod and just go fishing today? It's a valid option. We're really close to the bottom of the mine. What's our look like? Neutral, so it is possible. Alright, chat. I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. Should we just do some fishing and get some extra money, or do we want to try to hit the bottom of the mines today? Because I think we could, especially at this early time of the day. While y'all are thinking about that, I'm gonna take a swig of my water. Make sure I'm not missing any important work calls. There we go. Okay. I want to finish out the mines. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave our new iridium rod so we don't accidentally lose it, because that is something that could happen to me, and I don't like it. We're also going to take this warp totem in case things go south. There we go. And we're going to make sure we grab some noms. Let's see, what do we got? Not here. Here. Could make some more of these field snacks. They're actually pretty good. Or a couple cave carrots. It's not a bad option either. I think this should be okay, actually. Right, so we're going to the mines. We're going to see if we can hit the bottom today. The bottom is 120. You always think it's 100 because gaming logic, but it's 120 in this game. But we did get a nice, what's it called? Star drop. Oh, excuse me. The hiccups are coming for me. But here we go. Right. It's definitely not easy on the bottom of these, and it would be better to come on a good luck day, but I think we'll be alright on neutral. Thank you. It helps that we've got the obsidian edge, so we're well equipped. We got plenty of food. We're just hoping we're gonna get it. There we go. I'll deal with the rock crab. Sometimes they drop bombs, which is why I think they're useful to fight if you have the time. Get out of here, slime. You're just gonna keep bothering me. I know it. Could I actually block better and, you know, use the actual block function on the sword? Sure, but I probably won't. Just being honest. Probably not gonna happen. Wait, I didn't actually hit 105 yesterday. I thought the, part of the goal was that I hit it. But no, I just died, and then Linus had to save me from myself. That's a darn shame. Alright. Our focus is progress. If we see resources, we're going to take them. But otherwise, we're heading straight down as fast as possible. And we're going to avoid fighting enemies that we don't have to fight. That's the plan. Okay. the cool, you know, pan flute music. It's always fun. Get away, bat. God. Gosh, dang it. If y'all could really cut it out, please. Swipe. Swipe. There we go. Right. Down we go. Ow. Get off me, shadow figure. I think they actually are called shadow people, so that seems accurate. Oh, man. Okay. Definitely prioritizing going down, but I think there's a bunch of chests up here. So, yeah, I want to check this out. Crap, I could have blocked that. I could have blocked that. No, no, there are so many enemies here. I am very uncomfortable. Shit. God damn it, again! Can I get an F in chat for sympathy? I just want to make it to the bottom! No, not my girl finding me like this, Maru! Maru, do not perceive. Do not perceive how embarrassing I am, Maru. Just... Insert Titanic flute. Thank you for potato. Embarrassing ourselves in front of Bay. That's what this clip is going to be called. Oh my god. We are embarrassed in front of the pretty girl. Like, she's a babe, and she's kicking my... And it just... I'm very, very sad. We're just gonna... Yeesh! Oh man, goodness gracious. Embarrassing ourselves in front of the babes. I was hunting for minerals and almost stepped on your head. Oh jeez. Be a little more careful next time, okay? Yeah, alright. I never even got my diamonds back from Marlin. 9 items! Oh, not the warp totem, cat. Okay, alright. Overall, not awful as a loss, but... Christ. That was pretty bad, though. That was pretty bad. Oh, man. I'm usually better at the mines than this. Okay, not entirely true. Not entirely true. Don't anybody tell Queen Suzanne about this. Because they've played multiplayer with me and they know that I am just a disaster. Oh, come on. Alright. Let's go talk to Marlin and see if maybe he can give us some of our stuff back. At the very least, chat, we have not lost our sword. We've not lost our sword yet, so that's promising. Alright, item recovery service. Yeah, okay. I kinda want the farm totem back. I can make copper again, and I'll get more gold ore. Yeah. And it only cost me 20, so. Okay, well, we're going back with our tail between our legs, chat. Can't say anyone's really surprised, but... If I had just gone down instead of getting greedy, oh well. No point in beating myself up for something that already happened. It is what it is. Maybe we'll recover our... Thank you for the sympathy in chat, but we're alright. We're having a good time still. Oh well. Perhaps this will be our impetus to switch to Minecraft in a little while. That'll be fine. Alright. Let's drop off this disc. At least gonna make a little money off of that. Let's see. Get our axe. We'll chop down a few more trees. I am debating, as a side note, to move on, from my embarrassing failure, I am debating whether or not I want to go for the house upgrade to get ourselves a kitchen, or the barn first. If anybody has any opinions in chat, I'd love to hear about it. But there's pros and cons to both, certainly. I feel like the house is going to be more expensive and thus will take longer to get to, and the barn will be a little faster. But, just think of it like this. Mario found you and stayed with you until you woke up and knew you were okay. That, fruit potato, that's pretty sweet. I like that. That makes me feel a little better. At least she cared. I'm not even romancing Mario on this save, but still over here being like, but she cute though. Any pine trees? Pine cones? Pine cones? Oh man, it is just a disaster over here by Grandpa. Oops, sorry, Grandpa. I'll clean that up in a little bit. That's fine. Mail? Mail! Here we go. Perfect. Yeah. Let's see. So the barn would probably cost less to build, but it does cost a little, well, maybe about the same, if we're including how much it'll cost to get all the cows and stuff to fill the barn. But I will also have more use for the barn once... I will have more use for the stuff I get out of the barn, like cheese and milk and stuff, once I have the kitchen. That's a reasonable thought, actually. Ow. Huh. I mean, I suppose it doesn't ultimately matter too much. Because, I mean, I'm gonna get both eventually. It's just a matter of which one we're getting first. And while I could focus all pure money and try and complete it a little bit, it'll be faster for us to get the money we need, especially in the late game, if we get, the barns and the upgrades and the kitchen and stuff. So it might seem superfluous, but I think it will actually pay off in the end, which is fine. Alright. I think we're gonna call it an early night there, chat. Sometimes you just gotta put yourself to sleep, I'm just going to bed. It's been a day and I'm going to bed. In the meantime, I'm gonna be taking a drink of water. Ooh, level 7 farming, though. That's good. Y'all be sure to hydrate too, chat. Especially if it's been a minute for you. Alright. At least we made some of our money back. It's also good. Where are we at? Actually, chat, it just occurred to me, here, I will hello again. It occurred to me that I think it's about time that I take my lunch break, and then I'm gonna come back and play some Minecraft. I actually think I'm going to technically end stream for now, but I will restart stream with some Minecraft, and I'll put out some Twitter and stuff. So if you want to check back in 20, 30 minutes, or I don't know. See, I said all that, and then my brain's just like, but we're really tired, son. Can we just... And it's almost 2 o'clock where I am. I wanted to play Minecraft. We could play tomorrow. Because I do have a couple things to do. We could play tomorrow, celebrate a little. And talk about how the U.S. is, got a long way to go as a country, and how we're not really free until everybody's free. I could do that. Not that it would be the whole focus of the stream, but it would definitely be a running narrative in the stream. Kind of thinking about what I want to do, chat. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you, and it's been a super fun stream today. Despite my embarrassing failures in the mines, it has been really fun, and I've super enjoyed hanging out with all of you, and I appreciated all of you being here. If you've been hanging out with us, hanging out in the back, hi, I'm Sunberry. I'm a pansexual mom friend here on Twitch. I am a Twitch mod, a social media person. I play a lot of games. Don't really limit myself to anything, but I play a lot of games that are usually like fun and cute, and we do it with a lot of good cheer, a little bit of chaos, and a whole heap of shenanigans. And thank you for being here. Super appreciate it. I think... Okay. I feel like I'm feeling the tired come on, and I feel like once I end stream and go get food, I'm probably not going to want to get back online. I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. And we actually will do a raid. So I'm going to go ahead and set all that stuff up. So again, thank you for being here. Super appreciate having you. Be sure to copy your raid message. Let people know that the berries are here to spread some sunshine. Feel free to use whatever emotes you want, but hopefully if you have some hype or some love emotes, I'd really appreciate that. Let's go see who's live. I think I'm going to listen to my body and take care of myself. I'm just kind of tired. I didn't sleep too well because of unnamed dogs, and I have some errands to do, and I could use some rest. So let's see who we might want to go raid. Let's see. Hang on. Actually. Oh, yay! Let's go hang out with my friend Dustbiff. Let's go do that. That sounds super fun. Again, thank you for hanging out today, chat. I super appreciate you. Let's go hang out with my friend Dustbiff. Dustbiff is a professional moderator here on Twitch, which means he can get paid for it. He is open for consultations if you're running any big events. Full disclosure, I am one of his mods, so I really enjoy having a good time there. He plays Pokemon and a ton of variety games. Right now, he's playing Breath of the Wild for the very first time, which is super fun. I love watching people discover that game for the actual first time with like very little to no spoilers, and it's super good. Despot's pronouns are he, him, so please be respectful of that when we go into chat. I'm gonna go ahead and set up this raid. Looks like he will be running for just a little bit. I don't think we're gonna miss out too much yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this raid started, and I'm gonna go to my end screen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I've really enjoyed having such a fun stream with you. It's been a lot of chaos, but it's been a ton of fun, and I really appreciate y'all being here. So thanks, and have a great day. I might see y'all tomorrow for a sneaky Minecraft stream, or I might see you another day. I will update my schedule on Twitter, and down below the Twitch player, I believe it's twitch.tv/sunberry/schedule. That'll take you directly to the tab, but it will be updated there. I do update it live whenever I know exactly what I'm doing, so please pay attention to that schedule if you want to see when next I'll be live. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and enjoy your weekend.